Number 55.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Coach's Box. Hopefully we're not too loud. We got the PA announcer right here in our backyard. But joining me tonight, I'm Chris Miller.
Number 68.
Zach McVeigh, who also is on the Coach's Box. We have a special guest.
Special guest this evening.
Yep, this is Coach Bruce Valroy, and everybody knows Coach Valroy. Especially if you're from the area, you know Coach Valroy, head boys basketball coach here at St. Vincent, former athletic director, as I've been reminded of today. When I asked, hey, can we get this, can we get that? I'm not the AD coach, but that's okay. A lot of time in where you can say that now. So let the younger guys do it, right?
Exactly. Well, thanks for having me. Really appreciate you thinking about me.
Well, look, Coach, whenever we're talking about basketball in the county, we're always thinking about Perry County.
Yes.
So we're really, it's really funny too, because when we have the show, we're always talking about how things are and everything else in the county, and talking about basketball. And we come to find out not too long ago during our conference meeting that you are a watcher of our show.
Yes, I am.
So
most of the time.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, most of the time. Even though Jarvis gives you and the school a hard time, it's always in good fun, and it's always a great rivalry within our conference. I think we got some good rivalries, going there, and it ends up making for some good basketball.
Yes, if as long as we keep beating you guys, you can keep talking.
And yep, see there he goes. He had to do it.
It's been some great games over the years. St. Vincent, St. Pius, St. Vincent's Herculaneum, and even Herculaneum, St. Pius. There's been some battles over the years, and that's what makes it so fun and makes a great conference.
Well, I tell you what, tonight I think it's going to be a fun one this evening. We're celebrating a senior night here for St. Vincent, and right now this has some I-55 conference implications, championship implications this evening. So St. Pius, they come in as the visitors with a 5-1 record, 3-0 in the I-55 conference. If they win tonight, they will win the conference outright. And then St. Vincent comes in with a record of 4-2. They're 2-0 in I-55 play. So if they win this evening, they're going to be in the driver's seat in a couple weeks when they play Jefferson R7. So that this game this evening definitely have some district implications. So Coach, tell us a little bit about some of the whether it's the captains or some of these players that we're going to see from the home team, St. Vincent Indians.
Well, first of all, our quarterback is a sophomore, Christian Schalf. He's had a good year so far, learning each week and getting better each week. And then
number 11, Michael
number 10, Evan DeWilde, is probably our best athlete and best defensive player. He's probably averaging 12 to 14 tackles a game. He's pretty well all over the field. You'll probably announce his name a lot tonight. And then, this year is kind of a little different than the last few years. We kind of chucked the ball about 40 times a game. But this year we've got a running game, and we've got a few running backs that can run the ball. Mason Light, number 37, and then after him is Jet Reitzel, number 17, and then even after that we have a couple juniors that can also run the ball. So we've kind of been able to run with some success, but we can also throw it when we have to. And the last 3 weeks defensively we have pitched shutouts. So,
well, that's right. They had some good ball games. Bayless, it was 59-0. Perryville, it was 36-0 in the battle of the Perry County schools, and Herculaneum was a 49-0 win. And really your only 2 losses this year for St. Vincent comes against the Class 3 state-ranked number 3 and number 8 opponents in Valley Catholic and Park Hill Central. 2
very good ball teams. A shame that they're both in the same class, and only one of them will probably get to advance in the playoffs as we go along. But also the team across the field, St. Pius, is having a great year, and I think they've won 5 in a row, and played Monroe City the first week of the year and played a real good game until about the late third, fourth quarter. I think they kind of wore down a little bit from talking to their coaching staff. Monroe City, I think, is ranked in the top 10. So look for a great game. Anytime St. Vincent St. Pius plays football together, throw out the records, it's going to be a hard, physical, well-fought game.
And St. Vincent wins the toss, and they've elected to receive here at the start of the game. And you talk about the St. Pius, the 10th Lancers, they come in with a 5-1 record, and like we said, 3-0 in the I-55 conference. They had victories Last week against Donovan had a 37-13 victory. Herculaneum, common opponent, conference opponent, 36-8. Jefferson R7 with that nail-biting ending at 24-20. Grandview 22-12, and like you said, their only loss on the season comes week 1 against state-ranked Monroe City at a 42-14 score. And so right now, St. Vincent and St. Pius Lancers are going to take the field. Logan Jacobson, a senior for the St. Pius Lancers, is going to kick off. He is a linebacker, 6 foot 215 linebacker, also does kicking duties. And this week, he actually committed to Northern Illinois University on a scholarship, football scholarship to kick. So congratulations to Logan. And as we will move through, we have some other players that have some college aspirations. So as we get set to kick it off here at the beginning of this I-55 conference game between the St. Pius Lancers and the St. Vincent Indians.
Yeah, and Logan, he's not just a good kicker, he's a great kid.
Yes.
I mean, just a great kid. Look at him out there. He's got that club on his arm. Looks like he was in the longest yard.
And St. Vincent will take it inside the 5. That's going to be number 15, and he's going to get wrapped up and stopped at about the 28-yard line by number 1, Austin McGuckin. And St. Vincent will take over 1st and 10 with their first possession of the ball game.
Yeah, I want to make sure everybody knows that it's up here in this press box. There's not a lot of internet that was. I thought as AD, that should have been your last thing, is put some internet up here.
I suggested that many years ago, but we're a little behind on the times.
That's
over here.
okay. But our internet tonight is provided by SMCI, home by SMCI. So definitely give them a chance. Check them out.
St. Vincent here in the spread formation. Got single out to the left side, doubles out to the right. We got a handoff here to the running back, number 37. It's going to be stopped, number 37. Mason Light stopped on the play by number 56, Alex Moises. Short gain there. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the St. Vincent Indians on their about 25-yard line.
On the play, 2nd and 10.
St. Pius's defense has been very good the last few weeks, so it's going to be a tough battle. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yes, exactly. I think the first 1 to 28 is going to win, and both defenses have really improved here. St. Vincent takes the snap. We get another handoff here. Number 37 again on the carry. That's Mason Light. Stopped by a group of Lancers.
22,
Logan Jacobson in on the stop. That'll bring up a 3rd and long for the St. Vincent Indians. So we'll maybe see your first pass attempt for the St. Vincent Indians here. Maybe a tunnel screen. I bet you've got wide left. Doubles down on the right as well. Pass goes back. Quarterback still stays in the pocket. Now he's outside the pocket. He's rolling outside, and he's just going to throw it away into the stands. And it happens to hit a spectator right in the head. And that'll bring up a 4th and 11 for the St. Vincent Indians as the punt team comes on.
Bruce, who is that guy? I thought you know everybody down here.
Sure, not an athlete.
Back to kick, it looks like, for St. Vincent, number 11, that's Jacob Cap. And back for the return, number 2, Eli Frimmel for the Lancers. Eli sits back at about the 35-yard line. You got a high snap that goes over the kicker's head into the end zone. Number 11 is going to pick it up. He's going to try and scramble. Thought about kicking it. And he gets stopped inside the 10. And St. Pius is going to take over. Looks like 1st and goal here with 10:34 left to go in the first quarter. St. Pius will have their first possession. Really, really excellent field position. And Coach, what do you think?
Big break for St. Pius there. Special teams I thought could be a turning point in this game too, since you got 2 good defensive teams and offense is kind of comparable too. So special teams could be very important. Right here's the first break for St. Pius. See what they do.
St. Pius in the wishbone formation. Handoff, it looks like, to number 5, David Moss. Waiting for the official signal, and he is in. David Moss
Touchdown, St. Pius.
with about an 8-yard score, and the St. Pius Lancers will take the early lead, 6-0, here with 10:13 left to go in the first quarter. Dabrian Moss with an 8-yard run.
Dabrian's been running the ball a lot better lately. I mean, he's running with power.
Yes, Logan Jacobson here, back for the point after attempt, as we have some players looking to come in. I believe that's number 3, Kyle Smith for the Lancers.
Number 22, Logan Jacobson.
Jacobson
in for the
back for the
extra
kick.
point.
Snap is up. Oh, they're going to roll out. Colin Smith's going to go
open.
He's going to make a pass, and the high snap. Colin Smith decided to get up and run with it. Ran right. It just happened to
10 minutes,
overthrow
6 seconds.
his receiver, intended receiver.
Looking for that number, he won't turn to look at us.
Yes. And right now the clock's start was going. I think we said it's about 10-12 or so, 10-13. We'll see if they have to change the clock. But after your first possession for both teams, you have a 6-0 lead here for the St. Pius Lancers.
Yes, like we said, turnovers and breaks, and St. Pius gets the first break, capitalizes on the first play, and they're up 6-0.
And that was something that I think against Perryville and last week's opponent against Bayless, that St. Vincent had some really good special teams plays.
And Scott City early in the year, that's how we kind of beat Scott City. They snapped it over the punter's head twice, and we got the ball at the Scott City 1 both times and scored on the next play.
So Logan Jacobson back to kick again. You have deep for St. Vincent, number 37, Light, and I want to say number 15, Connor McMillan. It's going to be a long kick just outside the end zone. Number 15 is going to take it up, and he's going to get stopped just right out about the 20. Looked like by number 1. Again, Austin McGuckin in on the stop, as St. Vincent will have their second possession of the first quarter at about we'll call it the 19, give it the 20-yard line.
Yes, good kickoff again, all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Coach, you having an okay time with that camera, aren't you? I thought
Technology, right?
Hey, wait, I thought the way you scout, you know how to use one of those things. You seem to know everything we run.
You
Get my clipboard,
do it, right?
Yes, a good assistant to do that for you.
Remember that, Zach.
Okay. St. Vincent back to snap here. Looked like number 1. Number one jumped off sides here. McGuckin with the foul, and that will bring St. Vincent up to a 1st and 5.
I didn't know I had to work. I thought all I had to do was talk tonight.
Well, I mean, we got to put you to work. It makes up for all the fouls you're going to be calling on us later on.
Hey, I'm pretty sure when we came down, you picked up at least 1 foul by yourself.
I picked up 4. They're still dragging behind my car.
There's already 6 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
When you walk in the gym.
Number 8, Christian Schaaf on the handoff here to number 37, and he gets loose, and he's still loose. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's still on his feet. And number 1, Austin McGuckin is going for him down. Number 37, Mason Wright on the big carry. It's going to be inside the red zone as St. Vincent will pick up a first down on the long game by number 37, Mason Light.
Yeah, he ran off right tackle, had a hole there, and just outran the secondary all the way down to the 19-yard line of St. Pius.
Well, somebody's got to tell those Pius kids that you can't arm tackle. Not that kid.
Not in this league.
Nope.
Another handoff here by number 15, and that was stopped. Looked like behind the line by number 22, Logan Jacobson.
I think he clubbed him.
Yes, and Logan has an injury to his right hand. It looks like he's taped up pretty well there. So St. Vincent will take over. Second and long, 2nd 11 here. St. Vincent content right now just to run the ball. Now we have the first trips left formation. Have a tight end to the right. Number 15 is going to go in motion. You're going to have your first pass. That's going to be a bubble screen to number 10, and he's loose. There is a flag on the play. Number 10, Evan DeWile did score, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like it could be a hold over there on St. Vincent. One of the receivers.
Yes, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be a holding on St. Vincent, so that's going to negate the score. St. Pius will elect to take the penalty. That'll bring St. Vincent back 10 yards to the spot of the foul, and they'll repeat the down.
You know, if he runs by you, you got to let him go. I don't know anything about football, and I know that. Remember, Zach, I've coached with you in football. I don't know anything about the game. Why are we blitzing all the time? I don't know.
Jailbreak blitz, baby. Jailbreak blitz.
Play a lot of Madden.
So that'll bring up second and a long 12 for St. Vincent. Now they're going to go trips right. Quarterback number 8. Now the players are getting a different play call from the coach on the sideline. Quarterback takes the snap. It's going to be a short hitch to number 10. Avoids one tackle. Brought down inside the 15 by number 5, David Moss.
That was Evan DeWilde with the catch. Nice block by the offensive line. Gave Schaaf some protection, and DeWilde got open and completed a pass for about 12 yards or so.
So it'll bring up about a 3rd and 4. And you see a lot on film, a lot of hitches, a lot of slants, some switching routes there from St. Vincent's. They come out with a trips left formation. You got a doubles right. Quarterback back to pass. He's going to scramble here. He breaks through the pocket. He makes a pass to number 37. That's going to be a touchdown.
Number
St. Vincent. Mason White. And touchdown pass by quarterback number 8, Christian Schaaf. And with 8:02 in the ball game, you have a 6-6 tie as St. Vincent gets their first score on the board.
Yes, Schaaf had to move around in the pocket and got himself free and found a wide open Mason White in the corner of the end zone for St. Vincent's touchdown.
Looks like number 86 for the St. Vincent Indians, Trevor Munoz, up to kick. And the kick is good. So with 8:02 remaining in the first quarter, you have the score of 7-6, St. Vincent over the St. Pius Lancers.
I feel like this might be a little bit of a game.
I think so. If we're going to have this type of play, it might be a barn.
Yeah, definitely. Might be more high score than what we think. Just the way it starts out here. Pius has only ran one play and scored, and St. Vincent drove it down the field. We'll have that great run there from Light to set all this up. And converted on a 3rd down, which is very important also.
Well, if this is going to be a close game, if it comes down to special teams, that's going to be big for those guys who get a lot of special team time, and that's it.
Exactly. And it could come down to the kicking game. We got the extra point, and you guys at St. Pius couldn't get the snap down.
Right now we've got number 86, Trevor Munoz, back to kick for the St. Vincent Indians. Back deep for the Lancers, number 2, Eli Frimmel. We've got a pooch kick that's just inside the 20. We're going to have number 1, Austin McGuckin, breaks loose on and he's still on his feet, and he's taken down by a host of Indians. And St. Pius will take over at their own 25-yard line.
That is kind of what we do all the time on our kickoffs. We kind of pooch it down there, and hopefully our guys can get down there before someone in the other team picks up the ball. And number 1 did a great job avoiding the tacklers to get a lot of yards.
Well, and, I'm sure the coaches have scouted that Eli Frimmel is a very, very fast player. He's already broken one special teams. I believe it was a punt for a touchdown. So they've done their homework, and they're going to try to avoid any type of, like you said, special teams plays. As St. Pius will break the huddle, they will go back to the wishbone formation. Colin Smith gets the snap. They're going to run the triple option option pitch to number 5, David Moss. Stopped on the play by looking like number 22, Carson Leibel for the St. Vincent Indians. That'll bring up a 2nd and long 5 for the St. Pius Lancers.
A lot of Saint talking tonight.
A lot of Saint talking.
You might have to go with Indians and Lancers, make it a little easier on yourself. Remember, I'm just here for comic relief.
Exactly. There you go, right?
2nd and 5.
I would say a Saint's going to win and a Saint's going to lose, correct?
That's right.
Smith under center. Running option again. Looked like they did have a handoff. Handoff to senior number 23, Nate Rubel. Looked to be stopped on the play by 36, Jacob Shrimp. And that'll bring up a 3rd and we'll call it a 4. Long 4, short 5.
Good job up there by the defense of St. Vincent's clogging up the middle and holding them to no gain.
So we might see the Lancers' first pass attempt. Remember, they took that first possession inside the Indians' 10. Got a roll out to the left. Colin Smith has an open receiver. Number 5, David Moss catches it in the flat. Turns upfield. Pushed out of bounds by number 15, Connor McMillan. And that's going to be good enough for a St. Pius Lancer first down.
Wide open in the flats.
Wide open.
Nobody was covering him, and he got a first down and a few more yards.
Looked almost like it was a rollout design flood route action there. And so St. Pius takes control at their own 45. 1st and 10 with 6:28 remaining as the clock is stopped for some reason. Well, he was pushed out of bounds.
He was pushed out of bounds.
So now we got our first spread look for the Lancers. Colin Smith takes the, and he's going to keep it himself on the option keeper, read option. He's still on his feet.
He's close.
Nice run there for the first down. Number 9. That's going to be good enough for a first down for the Lancers.
And Colin's running a lot better as the years went on. He's definitely had a lot more confidence in his running abilities.
Great read option there for the senior quarterback. St. Pius here takes a 1st and 10 now inside St. Vincent territory. Smith takes the snap, hands off to number 1, Austin McGuckin. Barrels over in Indian.
Looked like number 1, Austin McGuckin, tackled by number 10, DeWilde.
Go ahead. Yeah, thank you, Coach. Number 10 in on the stop. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Lancers.
Good hard run there for 7 yards.
And that's something that he's kind of grown into. That as we've talked with the coaching staff, Coach Dan Oliver said he's really started to mature a little bit. It's junior running back number 1, Austin McGuckin, and so they're really starting to expect some big things for him. Smith puts a man in motion. That's Rubel in motion. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to
take some guys with him.
And that will be a first down for the Lancers.
That might be one of our basketball plays when we come down here and play in a few months.
He's not allowed in our gym.
He definitely walks in with a couple fouls, right? Well, that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Lancers.
He's going to get off the bus and hear a whistle.
When he gets off the interstate, he's already got one.
As the Lancers break the huddle on the Indians' 30-yard line, staying in the spread formation. Moss in motion. It's going to be a fly sweep for Moss up the sideline. Pushed out of bounds by looks like number 15. That's Connor McMillan, but not before the Lancers pick up a few yards.
Yes, good run again by the Lancers. Really mixing it up, going up the middle and going to the outside, and all different backs are carrying the ball right now.
I think having Rubel back this week is definitely a help. I feel like he's pretty healthy in talking to him, but the maturation of the other guys to complement him is definitely something that's helped this team.
And you can't key on him then if the rest of them are playing well and running hard.
McGuckin with the carry. Initially stopped in the stiff arm. He's going to bring it back close to the line of scrimmage. And right now, for Coach Oliver, you got your first major decision as you are 3rd and long inside Vincent territory.
Yeah, they throw a couple passes out in the flats and ran the option, and so they've got a lot of different plays they could run in this situation. And then they're in 4-down territory, I would think, being inside about the 27-yard line of St. Vincent's.
I would definitely agree with that.
You got doubles on both sides. Smith back to pass. Instead, he's going to run it himself. He's going to take it up the sideline, but it's going to be stopped short by looks like number 10 and I believe number 37.
Mason Light and Evan DeWilde co-tackled there. It'll be about 4th and maybe a long 4.
He really should have just kind of kept going. He hesitated, and that gave those guys enough time to come in there and make a play on him before he got to the sticks.
So at number 11, Argana, that's Michael Argana in. Looks like they're going to go back to the wishbone set. St. Vincent crowds the line. You have a handoff, straight handoff dive. It's going to be a very, very close call.
Handoff, number
Ends on the
23,
spot.
Nate Rubel.
One guy looks like he's short, and the other one looks like he's long.
That's what I was just about to say. The guy on this side is short of the line. The guy on the other side is on the line.
Nate Rubel with the carry, and that's going to be official.
They're going to bring the chains.
They're going to bring out the chains for a measurement with 3:22 left to go in the first quarter. The St. Vincent Indians lead the St. Pius Lancers 7-6.
When I was the AD, I had to paint the field all the time. So if that would have been me painting the field, it'd probably be a crooked line, so we would not know. So Coach Schumer paints the field now.
I find that extremely hard to believe, Coach.
Could be a home field advantage, though. It looks like St. Vincent. First down,
Barely get the ball. So that will bring up a 1st and 10 for St. Pius.
That was awful close. Some of the St. Vincent's kids were running off the field, thought they stopped them, and St. Pius was like, no, we got the first down. So first down, St. Pius, right about the 20-yard line.
So as the clock continues to run, we'll see if this call maybe gets a little momentum for the Lancers as they break the huddle, going back to the wishbone. St. Vincent bringing everybody up on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a handoff by number 5, Dabrian Moss, stopped by a host of Indians.
Dabrian Moss.
It's just nice to see him, getting in there and mixing it up. Last year he didn't get a chance to play football because he had an injury, broke his leg, and he missed a lot of basketball time too, and thrown a lot of weight. And he's really, credit to him, he's really worked hard to get himself back in shape, and he's really looking good as the year's going on.
2nd and 5, stayed in the wishbone, double tight. Handoff looks like to number 23, Nate Rubel. Number 55, Coach, in on the stop for the Lancers.
Isaac Nager, junior lineman, made the stop there.
Number 55,
Bring a 33 for the Lancers. As they are inside the 15, we'll call it at the Vincent 14-yard line. And once again, if you're Coach Oliver, Coach Dan Oliver, you're thinking this is definitely 4th down territory.
Oh, definitely. A lot of things in the playbook that they can run here because they know they have another down to make it if they don't get it here.
Wishbone formation again. Smith takes the handoff. Looks like it hands it off to number 5, David Moss, but he's going to be stopped. It looks like just right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like number 75 there.
Blake Henneman, junior lineman, plays defensive end and offensive lineman. Did a great job pursuing it, the defensive end, making him cut it back in and made the tackle. Once again, a big play here, 4th and about 4.
So it looks like they're going to continue to go for it. They've got their Division I kicker on the sidelines right now, Logan Jacobson. And Dan Oliver's going to say, hey, we're going to try and go for this 1st down. Lancers break the huddle, going into a spread formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Gonna have a read. Quarterback keeper.
Good keeper.
Smith keeps it.
He's gone.
And boom! Colin Smith in on the read option with a nice carry of about 12 yards for the St. Pius Lancers.
Great job by the quarterback.
He tucked that thing. You could tell he definitely made that play where nobody knew he had the ball until it was way too late. It's a good play by Colin.
Yes, great read option there.
Looks like a trick play here where all the linemen is on one side and they throw to the other side. 2-point conversion's good for St. Pius.
Lancers go
Colin
for 2.
Smith makes the throw.
Pass complete.
Looks like to number 1, Austin McGuckin on the 2-point after attempt, and with 1:24 remaining in the first quarter, the St. Pius X Lancers have a 14-7 lead over the host, St. Vincent Indians.
14.
In a ball-controlled drive there. They probably took about 6 minutes off the clock and kept St. Vincent's offense off the field.
So we'll see how St. Vincent responds here. As St. Pius getting ready to break the huddle before they kick off. And you start to see both offenses. We were talking before the game about how we thought it was going to be a defensive fight or defensive struggle, but both offenses seem to be able to do whatever they want on that side of the ball.
That's why we're all basketball coaches.
I know, that's why we're up here, right?
Definitely. I used to coach football, but that was a long time ago. Times has
back
changed.
when they still used a pig's bladder.
You better believe
it. Logan Jacobson back to kick for the Lancers.
Kicking off, number 22, senior Logan Jacobson.
As he kicks it deep, it's going to be caught by number 15 at the 10-yard line.
Ooh.
Pushed out of bounds by number 17 for the Lancers. That's going to be Cade Lewis, sophomore, initially hit by Eli Fremmel. And the Indians will take over 1st and 10 at, it looks like, their own 26-yard line.
Yes, another great kick, and hold St. Vincent's inside the 30 is always a great job for any high school football team to make somebody drive over 70 yards. It's pretty tough to do.
St. Vincent breaks the huddle, going back to spread formation, trips left, doubles right. Quarterback number 8, Christian Schaefer, by himself in the backfield. And I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. I apologize, St. Vincent fans.
Schaff.
Okay.
Christian Schaff.
Shaw
You're supposed to write that down.
takes the snap, looking long for number 22 on a double move, but he's going to be just outside of his reach. Nice double move there by number 22, Carson Leibel.
He had a great move right there, but quarterback had Nate Rubel bearing right down, unblocked, coming right in his wheelhouse there, and he did a great job to get that one away.
And I think that's what you're going to see going forward with both defensive lines. Both have extremely good defensive line play and fast, penetrating defensive line play. So right now, St. Vincent trips left. Now they look to get the call from the coach on the sideline. Take the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Number 15 stopped on the play by Austin McGuckin for a minimal gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Indians. And I think St. Vincent right now is trying to say we're going to attack the edges until the Lancers really stop us there.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it seems like most of the plays, running plays, has been to the outside, and not getting too much assist. They did have the one long run by Light and stuff. Big 3rd down play here. Probably our best receiver is number 11, Jacob Kapp. He leads us in receiving on the year, and we have not looked for him yet.
So you got trips left, putting number 15 running back in motion. We're looking for a screen pass, but that's going to be blown up by number 11, Michael Argana for the Lancers. And that'll bring up a 4th and long for the Indians inside their 30-yard line.
And they did try to get the ball to Cap, and the Lancers defense was right there to make the tackle. So 4th down again for the Indians. Hopefully it'll be a better snap this time.
Junior, number 2,
Jacob Cap's a pretty good punter. He's probably averaging almost 40 yards a kick.
That's going to be a timeout on the field. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. And right now you have the Lancers of St. Pius with a 14-7 lead against the host, St. Vincent Indians. So, Coach Miller, what are we thinking right now?
Well, I'm thinking that I still don't know anything about football, and I'm just really happy I'm up here with you guys learning some stuff. I mean, that's what I'm always trying to learn things. I'm hopefully I can absorb some of this great sports knowledge from Bruce by standing next to him.
When you agreed with me a while ago, I really started to get worried here now, because that's probably the first time you ever said that.
St. Vincent High School would like
We
to
have a
thank
visit
our
here by the Lancer Athletic Director.
He doesn't even know that he was on camera there for a second.
You never agreed with me on the basketball floor, so maybe we can agree out here on the football
That's
field.
true. That is definitely true.
Athletic training services.
As we begin the second quarter, you're going to have a 4th and long 7 for the St. Vincent Indians.
And athletic injury screening services.
And right now it looks like they're coming out. Maybe they're going to try.
This is probably a kick by the quarterback, number 8. They usually run this where he'll run over and kick it.
Oh, little botch snap again, a little pooch kick. They're going to.
Oh, he got a good bounce.
Going to get away.
Did anybody happen to see that double punt
Yes.
last night?
And he was across the line on the second punt.
Did he end up across the line?
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it again to see that after I heard it, but
I didn't know you could punt twice in one possession. Never knew that.
I thought it was Australian rules football at that point.
But he was like 2-3 yards, I think, past the line of scrimmage when he kicked, and he kicked it 68 yards, I think.
Oh, yeah, he got a hold of it.
And after the first play of the second quarter, the Lancers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. We'll see what happens here, what adjustments were made coming out of the quarter. As St. Pius will go back to the spread look. You've got trips left, single receiver out to the right. Smith takes the snap, brought down, stopped in the backfield, number 36,
Jacob Shrimp, sophomore.
for the Indians with a tackle for loss against number 1, Austin McGuckin. That's exactly what you needed if you're St. Vincent.
Exactly. Jacob has not played much varsity this year. He's very good on the JV team, probably by far their leading tackler. So he's getting some playing time tonight and making the most of it.
So ball's on the 31-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Lancers.
And since one of our linemen, Matt Mars, is not getting to play tonight, he's a senior. Jacobson is playing for him.
Trips right. We're going to run read option again. We're going to get a snap on the speed option. McGuckin breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Finally, ball comes out, but it is out of bounds. Stopped once again by number 37, Vincent. Not before an excellent pickup for the Lancers. Number 1, Austin McGuckin. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short for St. Pius, right at their own 46-yard line.
If that had been a better pitch out in front of him where he had to get out behind, he probably would have, got a little bit more. But credit to him in that run. And well, I'll tell you what, St. Vincent did a good job of making sure he didn't get away.
And you've seen some success with the option football right now. You have a quarterback keeper. Thought maybe the Whitehead had thrown a flag, but it was just a moth out on the field, and that's going to be good enough for a Lancer first down. And we have
an injured St.
Vincent player that's
number 60.
16.
60.
Okay, number 60. We'll have a stoppage in play. We'll take the camera angle off of him here so they get some treatment. We'll put it on the scoreboard.
Well, we actually got it on us right now because I think it's more entertaining here to watch Coach Balroy. You mess with this camera.
Hey, he's doing an excellent job.
Oh, hey, wait. Hey, I'm going to give you a hard time anytime I get a chance to, but you're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, no.
But we're
not done yet. Wait till the game's over.
There's still another half to play.
Then you can grade me after that. No, like I said, I appreciate you guys asking me. Always great to see you guys, and welcome to Perry County. You don't get down here too much unless we play. We just got a flag,
and it looks like it's going to be on Vincent. We'll wait to see what happens. Maybe a sideline. Yep, sideline warning. Maybe. Yep, that's what they're going to call. So during the stoppage of play, sideline warning. So there's no official foul on the call
Flag on the play,
terms of yardage.
warning.
But Coach, we appreciate the invitation to come down here. We kind of on a whim. We just thought, you know what? There's a big ball game. We know that J98's down here covering it on the radio as well, but you can tune in to Facebook and the Coach's Box Facebook page. Is number 60 is back on the speed here, so that's good to see.
One of our better linemen, he didn't get to play a couple of weeks ago, but he did against Perryville, had a lineman dream. He blocked a punt and recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice
Score. That's what you want to see.
I hope he celebrated though.
Oh yes.
There we go. That's what you got to. That's what you got to have. When you're a lineman, you get a touchdown. Heck yeah.
So as the clock begins to wind here, under 10 minutes and 50 seconds. But Coach, like we said, we wanted to say thank you again, and we'll continue to say thank you for the invitation to come down here and stream this game.
Yeah, great game so far.
St. Pius on the wishbone, hands off the number 23, Nate Rubel. Still on his feet.
Oh, wow.
Pushes the pile. That's going to be good enough for a Lancer first down, as there's several Indians in on the stop.
I bulldozed everybody there.
I thought he was down 5 yards before.
Well, and that's the strength that you see in the senior 6'2", 220-pound running back linebacker that we were talking about college athletes. Right now, he's another Division I athlete. He's getting looked by SEMO, I believe Carbondale as well.
Northern Illinois was looking at him.
Definitely need to focus on football in the winter.
I don't know about that.
Hand off to number 5, Dabrian Moss. Going to pick up a few yards here.
Or come February, you need to worry about football.
Look like number 18 for the Indians. That's Caden Castle.
And number 10 got in there too.
DeWilde, like I said, he's probably our leading tackler, and both did a good job there coming up to sticking.
That kid puts his nose in there too. I like the way he plays.
And seeing some film before the game tonight, you saw really an aggressive style defense from the Indians, and that was one of the things we were talking pregame. As the Lancers stay in the wishbone, we're going to have a rollout, pass. Oh, just out of the hands, just out of the reach of number 2, Eli Frimmel. Colin Smith with the pass attempt on the naked bootleg, it looked like. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Lancers.
Yeah, quarterback had the option to run or throw the ball, and he chose to throw the ball, but he probably could have got a few yards if he would have ran the ball.
That's something. I mean, Colin's a senior, and he's been playing quarterback for a long time. That's something that I think the coaches have told him, just, if you feel like you can run it, go ahead and do that. They trust you. They trust his feet.
Spread formation for the Lancers. Smith Going to take it on the handoff, hands it off to number 1, Austin McGuckin, cuts back. Not going to have enough for the first down as he's stopped by several Indians. Number 31 looked like number 10 also on the stop. Who are those names, Coach?
Number 10 is Evan DeWilde, and number 31 is Drake Robinson. He's a sophomore linebacker.
So as the clock begins to wind down under 9 minutes in the second quarter, it looks like we're going to get a stoppage in play. That's going to be a timeout by the St. Pius Lancers with a 4th and 4 decision that Coach Dan Oliver and his staff has to make. What are they going to do here? What do you think?
Fans of varsity cheerleaders
in this situation, what do you do right now?
I'd roll the quarterback out again like they did a while ago and let him decide what he wants to do. If he wants to run the ball or if he wants to throw the ball to one of the receivers out in the flats. It's going to be something out in the flats, I think, nothing up the middle.
Shovel pass to Rubel.
I'll tell our coaching staff that.
Okay, is that why you're on your phone right now?
Well, I was really checking scores, to be honest with you.
Well, hey, yeah, you find some scores. So while we're at a timeout, give us an update.
Jackson's up 13-0 over Farmington after the first quarter. North County's over Windsor 14-0 with 7:13 to go in the first quarter. And Park Hill's up 28-0 over Fredericktown with 4:31 to go in the first quarter. And St. Charles West 14-0 over Potosi. And Festus 14-6 over Pacific. And St. John 34-0 over Perryville still in the first quarter.
Woo. So the Lancers 4th and 4 in spread formation. Colin Smith with the snap. Back to pass. He's going to go ahead and keep. Oh, he's going to make a pass.
Oh, in and out.
But there looks like there is a flag.
That's probably holding.
We'll have to see what happened on this flag.
We do have a flag.
We're going to have a holding against the Lancers. Penalty will decline. And with that play, it will be a turnover on downs, and the Indians will take over with 8:46 left to go in the first half at their own, it looks like 34-yard line.
Well, you gotta. If you're St. Pius, you trust the defense the way they've been playing. But if you're St. Vincent, you feel pretty good about having an opportunity now that your defense has stopped them.
Yes.
And now you have a chance to maybe put some points on the board here to counter.
Definitely, and I think you're going to probably start to see some more passing attempts from the quarterback. You're going to see some hitches, some slants, maybe some post curls as they send their running back number 37 in motion. That's going to be a handoff. Number 10 going to be stopped on the play by looking like Nate Rubel. Not before number 37 Mason White has a good carry gain of about 7 yards.
Yes, Evan DeWilde was out as a receiver and right by the tackle and came around and Shaw handed it to him and he had an open lane over here for about 7 yards.
Little misdirection action, put the running back in motion out to the field side, coming back with a counter with the split in there on the boundary. So you've got trips right, running back on the right side, quarterback back to pass. Going to have double move here, still on his feet. That's going to be caught by number 10. Number 10, Evan DeWilde. But there is a flag on the play.
Face mask.
Face mask or horse collar, looks like by number 3, Kyle Smith. And that's not what you want if you're the Lancers.
Personal foul.
Horse collar.
Horse collar. So after the play, that'll be an addition of 15 yards. And the Indians have something going here.
Yes, in St. Pius's territory at the 42-yard line. Good play across the middle and got the first down and then additional yardage after that.
And I think that's what you're going to see. If St. Vincent has time to keep the quarterback upright, he's going to be able to pick the Lancers apart.
There was a good block he got there to be able to make that play.
Quarterback keeper. Stuffed on the play by number 1, Austin McGuckin. Christian Schaff with the carry.
Off to the right.
Faked it to the running back and got about 4 yards.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Indians. In St. Pius territory, the Lancer 38. And as the clock continues to roll,
2nd and 7.
the Indians gaining some momentum.
Lancers, 37-yard line.
Got doubles out right. slot receiver in motion. It's going to be a fly sweep to number 86.
Oh.
Number 86 in on the carry. That's Trevor Munier, and he's going to be stopped on the play.
But number 11.
Michael Argana.
Michael Argana, and he has had an excellent year so far defensively. Argana, the leading tackler for the Lancers with coming into this ball game, 91 total tackles.
He's the kind of kid too. He's a quiet athlete, very athletic, very underrated athleticism.
So to bring up a 3rd and long with that tackle for loss. You've got doubles out to the left, one receiver wide right with a tight end on the right side. 86 going in motion. Going to play action pass here. Right
There's
down
a
the
hole.
seam.
Doesn't matter. Coming
Number
back.
11. But wait, there is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what happens. If that's going to be on St. Vincent, that'll be the second time that they've had a touchdown called back. But we'll have to wait and see on what the play is. You're going to have a holding on the Lancer defense. That will be negated. And with that touchdown will stand. Touchdown pass to number 11, Jacob Kapp. About a 36-yard pass.
Number 86.
Nice throw by Schauf. Jacob was open and connected with him for a touchdown. And Jacob's, like I said, has been our leading receiver all year.
Yeah, Coach, you just said that they had to find a way to get the ball to Cap, and they sure did right there. That was a big play. I'm not sure where the holding was either way, but that was a good pitch and catch right there.
I would say holding on probably one of the receivers, that's why. St. Vincent's does not look like they don't have enough players on the field. Or talking to the coach over at Pius, wanting to know what the
I think he was wanting a hold on the other way.
Number 86, Trevor Munier, back for the play point after attempt.
What did he say? What was his rule?
High snap, kick is up. Kick is good. Just under 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. You have a tie ball game, 14. As we are down here in Perry County at St. Vincent High School, thank you so much, Coach. We've got Coach Bruce Valroy here with us.
He's our volunteer and guest cameraman tonight.
Hey, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Coming up, taking time out of his day. He could be out mingling with all the parents and fans and.
I don't know. Just from knowing
that's
his basketball coaches, you try to stay to yourself. I know I do. I want to go down to the sideline, hang out with the coaches. I don't know about you all.
I usually go in the corner by the scoreboard where nobody's down there and they don't know I'm here.
Well, with 6:29 left to go, St. Pius is going to get the ball back. They're also going to get the ball at the start of the second quarter as we have whistles. And we've got a flag. We've got an unsportsmanlike conduct. It looks like on St. Pius, and a sideline infraction also. So we'll see if it's either just a warning or if they're going to dock them 15 yards. As we saw Coach Oliver on the field, unsportsmanlike conduct on the coach.
He's gone.
And he's ejected.
Oh, wow.
So right now, a Lancer coach will have to get confirmation on which coach is going to be kicked out of this ball game. And we'll see what the officials do with the spot of the ball. So they're going to move
15 yards
up 15 yards.
To the Lancers' 45-yard line.
We didn't see which coach was ejected. Maybe get that some type of confirmation at halftime.
I don't know. We're going to pull it up on us right now. We'll just leave all that and we'll just tell everybody what's up.
I was looking for the zoom. I couldn't zoom in over there. My eyes are not the best anymore, as you probably figured out when I'm coaching. Anyway, one of the Lancers
no comment here.
Yeah, I will go on the record. We are a member of the Southeast Missouri Officials Association, and they get the officials for us. We have nothing to do with the officials.
Yeah, go on record and say that.
Yes, I am going on record because I know what you're thinking.
Nobody's watching us anyway, so it's perfectly fine.
You're thinking, Bruce, did you hire these guys?
Well, you're not the athletic director.
That's
anymore.
right. And even the AD didn't hire him because, like I said, we are through the Southeast Missouri Officials Association, and they hire him.
As we get back on track here, Munier with the kick. He's going to have a kick deep, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Lancers will take over 6:29, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And we'll have to see what happens for St. Pius and St. Vincent with the things that transpired just a while ago. If there's a momentum shift.
Officially, Coach Oliver looks like he has been ejected from the game.
Okay, all right. So
he has exited the sideline.
We'll see how that affects the St. Pius team here, because a lot of times that could give them some momentum and get those guys fired up and want to get after for their coach.
I hope that nobody gets an idea about that come February, that we need to have all of St. Pius coaches.
Okay, there you go. Oh, I guess the head coach can get kicked out all he wants. I mean, that's fine.
You get kicked out of a JV game before it starts.
You have a great assistant to bail you out, right?
Yeah, Coach Eddie's great.
Yes. As Rubel going in motion takes the handoff, he's going to go up the sideline, still on his feet. Finally brought down.
Number 23, Nate Rubel.
By looks like number 11.
Left side tackled by number 10, Evan.
Not before he picks up a gain of 8.
Gain of 7.
Another hard run by Rubel. 8 yards a carry. That's pretty darn good. And Indians are going to have to step up here on defense, or Pius is going to keep driving and keep running the ball.
And if you're the Lancers, you have to keep the clock running. You do not want to give the Indians another possession right before the end of the half. But conversely, if you are the Indians, you've got to be aggressive. You know you can be aggressive right here. Maybe pick up a turnover.
Going back wishbone.
Going back to the wishbone. It's going to be a handoff to Moss, number 5. But he's going to be wrapped up and stuck for a minimal gain. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Handoff to number 5. Dabrian Moss up the middle.
I think this is a big possession right now for the Lancers.
And this is going to be a big play call now
3rd and 3.
for offensive coordinator for the Lancers. What are we going to do?
I think it's a big play for both teams right now, especially as we get close to halftime. See what momentum here carries, especially like you said, after things that transpired.
So you're going to have as the Lancers break the huddle, a spread formation. I bet they go back to an option play. Nope, Smith back to pass. Going to keep it himself. Nope, he's going to actually pass it back to number 1, Austin McGuckin. Picks up the first down, but a nice tackle there by looked like number 37, Mason Light.
Good decision by Colin.
Yep.
Very good decision. Got the first down and moved the chains, and
nice open field tackle there too.
definitely
Absolutely.
kept the momentum in Pius' favor right now and got him another set of downs.
So with 4:40 left to go in the first half, the Lancers getting their play call from the sideline.
This is going to be a wild one. I got a feeling.
Always is.
Yeah. Back to a spread look. 2 receivers out right, 2 receivers out left, doubles look. Man in motion, number 5, David Moss, now before a flag.
Man in motion. Definitely don't want to Hail Mary at the end of the game, do we?
No.
Well, I don't know. Hail Mary with St. Pius and St. Vincent. Could be anybody's ball.
So that'll knock the Lancers back 5 yards, 1st and 15, as the clock continues to run. We're supposed to run.
There it is.
There we go. Lancers break the huddle.
Yeah, big series again for the Lancers here. They want to keep moving the ball and keep St. Vincent's offense off the field.
Man in motion for the Lancers, number 5, David Moss. It's going to be a handoff to number 1, Austin McGuckin. Flag on the backside of the play. McGuckin still on his feet, stopped by number 18 and 26. And then finally finished up by number 10, Evan Wildy. Not before there's a flag, like we said, on the backside of the play. We're going to have a holding on the Lancers, and that is not what you want if you are St. Pius. St. Vincent's saying, hey, we're the driver's seat right now.
And I think St. Vincent's just said they're going to decline the penalty.
Decline the penalty, all right. So that should bring up, if they decline it, should bring up a 3rd down, I believe.
No, it should be a 2nd.
So
yeah, they got
we have 1st down on the stick.
And then they got the penalty to go back 1st and 15, and then this play, this ranch, it should be 2nd down with the decline.
So they've got 1st and 20.
Got that math going.
Now they've got it. 2nd down. They finally got it marked. We'll get it straightened out here. 2nd and long. How about we do that?
Did you ever teach math too?
Math?
You done a little bit of everything.
You better believe it.
Yeah. Whatever job is open, I can do it.
1 and 1 is 4, yeah.
That's right.
Number 23, Rubel in motion.
Another flag.
Another flag on the play.
That's motion again on Pius. They wasn't set.
Got to stoppage and play, and you got to think with Coach Oliver being ejected, is this something that the Lancers are going to have to deal with the entire second half, or they take the next 3 minutes, 26 seconds to regather themselves before they go into the next half?
I mean, what you want to try to do right now is you don't want to give the ball up with a lot of time. If I'm saying Vincent, I'm calling timeout.
And St. Pius just called a timeout to regroup, it looks like.
So that's their second timeout.
That's probably a good timeout, too.
And we are tied with 3:22 left to go in the first half, 14-14.
Is Coach Oliver their offensive coordinator?
I have no
No, he is not.
Okay,
No.
okay. Well, that makes a big difference too. If he's the one calling the plays, now somebody else has to call the plays, and it could be a different system that they want to call, different plays they want to call and stuff. So,
Right.
'cause I know they have some great assistants that does a great job for them and stuff.
While we're at a timeout here, Coach Miller, if you would, tell us a little bit about the internet that was brought to us tonight and some of the advertisements that we have.
Well, if you look up here in the here, I can't point. I don't know where.
Don't do with your hands.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, up in the corner of your screen, you see it. You see my head, but you can see the SMC Home by SMCI. They've been gracious enough to let us borrow their portable hotspot for this game. And we had a little connection issues earlier. I think we've kind of got those worked out. And hopefully right now, considering everything I see, everything looks good. Hopefully you guys are having a good quality here at home. And, appreciate Lawrence Crodinger and all the great people over there. If you need any kind of work with your air conditioning or heating, they are the people to call.
The Lancers break the huddle. Colin Smith, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to go back to pass. Instead, he's going to turn upfield, and he takes the throw. That's going to be caught by number 2, Eli Frimmel. Brought down on the play by number 26, Travis Wheeler.
Another flag.
Another
We got
flag.
another flag.
Another flag on the play, and I bet they're going to bring it back.
Bring it
back. Maybe he threw the ball across the line.
Across the line. That's what he just called. Across the line.
And it was close.
Very
he
close.
He let go with the ball at the 20, but it looks like the line of scrimmage was about the 19. So very, very close call in this situation. He started to tuck it. Instead, he looked up, saw Frimmel open deep, made the throw. But that's going to be a flag on the Lancers. Big play negated. And if you're the Indians, you're thinking, whoo, shoo.
Got very, very lucky as the receiver got behind the defensive backs, and nice throw and nice connection on that play.
Well, back them up.
So we're now even farther back. We're just going to say...
I can't do that math.
Is that...
It's a loss of down.
Loss of down, so that'll bring up third, and can we just call it a country mile?
Well, I'm from the country, so yes.
Okay,
yes.
we'll just call it that here. So
About 32 yards, it looks like.
Yeah, so we're third and forever for the Lancers here with 3:09 left to go in the first half.
That's a
right
tough-
now, I don't know if you have a third and 32 play in your playbook.
Oopty-doo.
So you've got spread formation, doubles on both sides. You've got a shovel pass here by number 23, Nate Rubel, still on his feet. It's going to be brought down. Nice run, stopped on the play once again
Number
by
10.
number 10, Evan DeWilde. That'll bring up a 4th and 15. And right now, I think if you're St. Vincent, call a timeout with under 2:50. Saves some time.
Don't know. Our offense is kind of potent, so Coach Bay wants to keep those timeouts when they're on offense. We did keep Pius out of their territory deep, so if they want to punt, it won't be too bad for them.
Well, it looks like, 4th and long, they've got the quarterback. They're not a punt formation, but they kick it. Our number 11, Michael Argana, is on the kick. Nice kick, end over end at the 30. Number 37 on his feet, and maybe this is why they're not calling a timeout. It's number 37 still on his feet, and he breaks another tackle. He's going to go to the house. Still on his feet at the 20, spins back inside. Brought down on the play by number 9.
There's a hole. We got a hole.
And we have a hole that will bring it back. Hold at about midfield for the Indians. So that's going to negate an
what a great run.
excellent punt return by number 37, Mason Light.
Great job avoiding tacklers. Ran to the St. Pius sideline, cut it across the field, and had a bunch of blockers in front of him, and got it all down to the Pius's 20. But back at midfield, there was a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was laundry day. Good Lord.
Well, you had an excellent kick by Argana, and maybe he outkicked his coverage, which allowed some lanes there for the St. Vincent Indians to exploit, and man, what a heck of a run, but going to be negated on the home play. And if you're the Lancers, you're thinking to yourself, thank goodness. So with 2:05 left to play in the first half, we're still tied 14-all.
The ball.
As the St. Vincent Indians were most likely in the half with the ball in their possession.
Yes, 2 minutes, a lot of time for this offense to drive it down, and 3 timeouts.
No one in the backfield, man in motion for the Indians. Snap back, look for a long pass across the seam.
He got him.
86 has it. Number 86, Trevor Jr. with a long pass and catch to the St. Vincent Indians, and they're in the driver's seat now inside the Lancer red zone.
Yes, nice throw by Schaff, and Luner's down the middle of the field and connected again for a long pass play.
90 seconds left to go here in the first half as the Indians look for their play call. And that's what they've done this whole first half. They've exploited the seams of the Lancers. We'll see what type of adjustments will be made here at halftime. As the quarterback looks for the snap. He's going to roll left.
He's got his eyes downfield. He's got him.
Corner route.
Put it out of his hands.
That was just tipped. I believe the Lancers got a tip on it, and it goes right through the hands of an Indians receiver. Looked like, I believe, passes the tip for number 10, Cap. Or excuse me, DeWilde.
That was tipped by Frimmel.
Tipped by Frimmel.
Very
But what
good
you
job.
start to see, or what you're continuing to see, is that the Indians are getting behind the Lancers secondary.
And as long as Schultz got time to throw, that's going to be very important too. The Lancers have not gotten much of a pass rush here lately.
We're winning the line of scrimmage.
You got doubles on the right side. Man in motion, number 18 on the motion. 18 back
Pass
to
and
pass.
play.
What's he going to go after the flat?
Oh!
Big hit.
Yeah,
Pass
good
is
play.
incomplete. Daver and Moss in on the big hit. And number 18 looked like Caden Castle. We're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the field by the Indians with just under a minute to play. We are still tied 14-14, and coach, this has been an excellent first half.
Very entertaining. I will say that. I mean, in what sport, when St. Vincent and St. Pius mix it up, is it not entertaining?
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, I mean, except when we lose, I'm not very entertained at that point. But it's since I've been in the area for a few years now, and I just know that anytime that these two teams mix it up, it's competitive. The two teams, the private schools in the county conference, and while there's bullseyes on both schools, it's always fun when these two schools lock it up.
It is, and like I said earlier, you throw the records away because when they play each other, it's a battle, and on the field, it stays on the field and everything, and it's been a good game. There's been some penalties and stuff, but both teams has had some mistakes, but have also made some great plays.
Oh yeah.
As the Indians come out of their timeout, it's going to be 3rd and 10 inside the 20 with 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Quarterback drops back, takes a pass.
That's
It's going
a
to be
screen.
set for a screenplay,
Oh,
but that's going to be
sniffed it
busted
out.
up by number 3, Kyle Smith. Gets right past his defender with a big loss.
Looks like 65 was in on that tackle too.
Number 65 for the Lancers, that's Christian McCline. It's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and long. And if you hit the Indians with 35 seconds left, are you going to run it down, maybe let your kicker kick?
Could be Trevor Jr. is their kicker, and he can kick it unless the Indians decide to just run one more play out of this.
Maybe one more play in the end zone, let it run down.
Should have opened my mouth. The last couple plays, the Lancers has gotten some pressure on the quarterback and done a great job of making Schaff throw it before he wants to.
We've got 10 seconds on the play clock, but 24 seconds on the play clock, but 6 seconds on the game clock. And you're going to have a timeout with 5 seconds left to go in the first half, still tied 14-14. Coach Valroy, if you would, tell us about some of the local, maybe mom and pop shops down here in Perry County. I know there's an excellent restaurant, so you have one of the premier restaurants down here in Mary Jane's, I believe, and there's also a deli to shop if you would. The name escapes you. Tell us about some of the local businesses down here.
Well, you know, we've got great support for just not only athletics, but also our school system. We've got a great, lot of great people here in town. Like you said, Mary Jane's is a great restaurant to eat. I know a lot of you guys love coming down here just to eat there. You know, we have different. Parkette is another place that's a very old restaurant with very good food. And just a lot of great local businesses that supports our school and everything. And anywhere, any type of food you want, we pretty well got. We're going to try field goal here.
Right now, it looks like St. Vincent is going to set up for a field goal attempt with 5 seconds left. And you almost have to think, a little trickeration?
I would think trickeration.
We'll see.
I would.
Good leg here by
I
number
think they're going to let
86,
him try.
Trevor Moonier.
I mean, I think he can make it. I'm just saying.
That's going to be a 47-yard.
And then it's offside fire.
Bringing him 5 closer.
Offsides on the Lancers.
Gotta be
It'll still
this
bring up 4th and about 9.
That would have been a 41-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Now down to 36.
Brings the ball up 5 more yards.
And if you're the Lancers, you just got to watch the ball right here. That's a long kick for a high school student.
And that extra 5 yards could be the difference.
It could. No wind, it looks like. We've got the American flag just at a standstill.
In for the field goal.
And now we have
Timeout. Good
by the
timeout.
Lancers.
A little gamesmanship.
I don't want to brag, but about 20 years ago, we had probably one of the best kickers in high school football. His name was Derek Poots. Derek could kick the ball out of the end zone on kickoffs. Kicked, 4, 5, 6 over 45-yard field goals. Went to SEMO to play. Was All-State 3 years. But probably one of the most dedicated kickers I've ever seen. He was a basketball player. He would come out here during basketball season before practice or after practice and kick by himself.
Well, what's really funny now, Logan Jacobson, and I've had to tell him, because he'll go out before practice, because we usually have late practice, and he's out there kicking field goals, and I said, well, at least put a hoodie on.
Yeah.
He's like, Coach, it gets in the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you know what else gets in the way? Pneumonia, right?
Yeah, I said, kind of want you for basketball, too.
And we even had snow on the ground, and he would knock a spot off and then kick. That's, talk about dedicated kickers.
Absolutely.
Your kicker and our kicker. And, Trevor's done a good job kicking over the year for us, too. He had a brother to kick the last couple of years for us, and this year he gets a chance to kick.
So after the timeout here with 5 seconds left to play in the first half, the Indians are going to go for the field goal attempt. Snap is down, kick is up. Looks like it's going to be short and to the right.
Wide right.
Wide right. And at the end of the first half of play, nothing is settled. 14-14. We got a dead tie between the visiting St. Pius X Lancers and the host St. Vincent Indians. Coach Miller, go ahead and tell us what we're going to do here. If we're going to stay, if we're going to go to commercial.
Well, I mean, since we're really good with commercials here. Hey, listen, this is our very first, this is our initial broadcast for the Coach's Box. Again, we wanted to come down here, showcase this game. We got a great rivalry between the schools, as we've already stated. So we wanted to just kind of make sure that everybody has a chance to watch this and see this game. What we're going to do is we're going to turn ourselves off. Nobody wants to hear us talk anyway. We're going to leave it out for the band, let that be picked up, and that way they can get showcased. And we're going to make sure that, because it sounds like from where, I'll tell you what, I've always heard that St. Vincent has a pretty good band. So
we do.
We want those kids to have the chance to get showcased, and we will come back and have a short halftime, recap of the first half. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to digest, and
get us some scores as well when we come back.
And we'll be right back, with our presentation. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to put it on the band right now, and hopefully you guys enjoy that.
By the St. Vincent's
This.
2021 Marching Indians
We'll do all right.
are one of the show's
I know, I'm
brothers.
terrible.
Guard led by Anna Schwartz and Elena Hudson. Drum majors Gabby Grimaud and Monica Sauer. Is your band ready? Okay, fans, let's get ready for the cash. It is a yellow ticket. Tonight's 50-50 is $380. You got a minute and a half to get up here. Jeff and I is going to keep the cash. Get your yellow tickets out. 523-989. Yellow ticket, 523-989. To pick up your cash, come up to the press box. We got a couple other prizes donated by Natalie Freezy. A Cool Cup, and that is an orange ticket, 198644. A Cool Cup donated by Natalie Freezy, 198644. And a St. Vincent Indian t-shirt, again donated by Natalie Freezy. Orange ticket, 795-290. 795-290.
Delilah, do you want to hold the money?
Hey, football fans, at this time I would like to introduce to you our Perigo youth football players. In the lower division, number 24, Aiden Meyer. Number 20, Aiden Unterreiner. Number 40, Bryce Zinzer. Number 11, Carson Holdman. Number 32, Carter Rhodes. Number 27, Chase Martin. Number 34, Devin Castle. Number 36, Emmett Waller. Number 8, Evan Coppaway. Number 45, Gabriel Triller. Number 9, Hunter Blackwell. 94, Jacob Gross. Number 99, James Steffens. Number 35, Jason Meisner. Number 17, Cannon Helms. Number 47, Nolan Grimhaud. Number 15, Wesley Moore. The head coach is Eric Zinner. His defensive coordinator is Josh Capaway, and the offensive coordinator is Chris Meyer. Now, for the upper division, number 24, Austin Bunch. Number 26, Braden Castle. Number 74, Brody Boner. Number 8, Carson Korn. Number 51, Carter Pingle. Number 50, Chevy Stark. Number 1, Clay Ellis. Number 12, Colton Holdman. Number 6, Cooper Couture. Number 33, Daniel Sauer. Number 31, Grant Boner. Number 15, Hunter Mattingly. Number 17, Isaac Breedlove. Number 23, Jackson Emmendorfer. Number 9, Jay Ingalls. Number 14, Joshua Hayden. Number 21, Caden Lane. Number 22, Kason Waller. Number 42, Landon Beckerman. Number 56, Lucas Buckeye. Number 52, Lucas Cannon. Number 13, Mason Nager. Number 11, Mason Seaball. Number 18, Noah Defani. Number 7, Nolan Burley. Number 27, Quentin Whistler. The head coach is Brent Boner. Defensive coordinator is Jason Buckeye. Offensive coordinator Derek Couture. And the program director is Matthew Kramer. They would like to thank their sponsors, Rose, Toe-Top Flooring, Epic Landscaping and Tree Service, Schistler Excavating, Whisper Internet, and Robinson Construction.
Hey everybody, make sure I'm on. There we go. Hey everybody, this is Chris Miller from the Coach's Box. We have experienced a few technical difficulties down here. You know, sometimes when you get a lot of equipment together, it doesn't always work out the way it should. But we are doing our best to kind of remedy the issue, and we went ahead and stopped our feed going back here on the, for the second half very shortly. St. Pius, the 10th Lancers, and St. Vincent Indians. The score is 14-14 here at halftime. We're going to get that up here in a second. We got the guys here. Coach Valroy's with us, Coach McVeigh.
We got an onside kick attempt. And that's touched by the Lancers, but I think it's recovered by the Lancers. Pooch kick. Pooch onside, but yes, the Lancers did recover. And so they will have excellent field position to start the second half right on the 50-yard line. So like Coach Miller was saying, as he is trying to get things situated here with the technology, we said we're just a couple of coaches, figured we'd come down here to Perry County, try this out, something new that we've never done before. We appreciate everybody just being patient with a couple guys just trying to do this out, and hopefully maybe the second half will work out a little bit better as we begin the second half here, as the Lancers will take over on the 50-yard line, going back into the wishbone formation of a tied 14-14 game. It's going to be a handoff by Nate Rubel. He's going to gain about 4 yards, tackled on the play by a host of Indians.
Yeah, St. Vincent's tried to run a little trickery there to start the second half with the onside kick, and it did not work, and give St. Pius a great field position there. And I have a feeling Nate Rubel's going to see the ball a little bit more in the second half.
Yes, with about second and a long, 6, second and 7, you're probably going to see the Division I athlete there get the ball several times. As we'll see what St. Pius adjustments were made at halftime as they come out here. Looks like they're going to do some ground and pound style here at the wishbone.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Shot clock?
Naked bootleg. Colin Smith on the quarterback keeper. Stiff arms. Brought down on the play by number 18, Caden Castle. And that's going to be good enough for a Lancer first down.
Sorry, Coach Miller, play clock.
Hey, you're just still wondering about that shot clock in basketball, aren't you?
Oh, it's coming in now.
I'll be retired and dead or in the nursing home by then.
Real quick, are you a fan or not a fan of it in high school basketball?
I am not a fan of the shot clock in basketball.
Well, then that's something we both can agree on.
Finally, right?
We don't try to stall, so no, I don't like that.
Lancers break the huddle, going back to the wishbone. A handoff here to number 5, David Moss. Great read up the middle here, and he's going to get a nice game, but there's a fumble on the play.
He was down.
We're going to say, officials say that he was down. Knee was down, and we also have a player down. It looks like number 5, David Moss, as we will Move the camera off screen here. He is down in some pain with that run. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 1 for the St. Pius Lancers.
Well, I hate to see that.
You hate to see that. It's been an excellent ball game here. We've had some. It looks like maybe it's just cramping the way that the trainer's working on him. So that looks good to see.
Looks like Pius is going to come out and say, "We're going to run at you, and you can stop us if you can."
Well, and we'll see. You know, you had both teams exchanging punches there in the first half, and really, offensively, St. Vincent, they're going to look at it and say, you know what? Hey, if you're not going to stop the seams, then we're going to continue to attack right up the gut with some vertical action. And if you're the Lancers, you're going to say, hey, you know what? We're bigger, we're stronger. We're just going to go ahead and go right down your throat.
Exactly. It looked like number 5, who was an injured player, had a cramp just the way the medical team was working on him and stuff, and he's walking off the field on his own power.
Hotter night than what the kids have been used to. I'd say the past couple of weeks it's been in the 70s, but then this evening a mid to upper 80s Friday night. Excellent weather here as we're in week 7.
Yes.
Classic Missouri weather right here.
I'd say, are we in Indian summer perhaps?
Oh man, that was so bad.
Dad jokes, right? Dad jokes. Hey,
and I make bad jokes.
Hey, you know what? Finally, we said something to get Coach Miller to be quiet. As the Lancers go to the I formation. Yeah, not much. As we get a toss to the left, Nate Rubel is going to pick up the first down, and something that looks like maybe Coach Tim Schumer, head coach of the Indians, didn't like. He looks like he's giving it to the officials right now.
Something in the backfield, it looked like it might have been a hold or a chop block or something is what he was complaining about. But another hard run by Rubel for a first down.
Hey, I got to stop you real quick. I had to ask you. I got a text from somebody from legendary St. Vincent player Trent Sauer. Shout out Coach Valroy.
We've got number 3, Kyle Smith, checking into the ball game. Takes his, I believe, first carry that we've mentioned his name. Good for about a yard and a half.
Yes, Trent Sauer is a graduate of St. Vincent's and also is the junior high athletic director at Herculaneum.
And he is a follower of the coach's box, too.
And I hear he's your next door neighbor.
And he's my next door neighbor.
Poor kid, I don't know what he was thinking.
Hey, he bought the house there. I don't know.
Back to the wishbone formation for the Lancers. We're going to get a handoff to Rubel up the left side. Breaks the tackle. Gets a few more yards.
Handoff to
St. Vincent's was waiting for him, but Rubel ran hard again and got a couple extra yards after the hit.
Well, and if you're the Indians, you're fine with a yard or two. That's not going to break you, and it's going to bring up a third and long 6, 3rd and 7 for the Lancers.
4 down territory again since they're inside the 25 of St. Vincent's, and with a good kicker, you never know here that they don't get a first down, they may try to kick one.
So back to the I formation, you've got quarterback rollout pass. He's going to look to pass. He's got the ball still on his feet, and he throws it. He just throws it away. He's outside the tackle box. So that's not going to be a flag for intentional grounding. He's outside the tackle box. There was a receiver somewhat in the vicinity, and that'll bring up a 4th and 6.
Brings up 4th
and long for the Lancers.
Yeah, the Indians did a good job of getting them out of the pocket, and he had a chance to run or throw the ball and decided to throw it.
So we'll see what type of play that the Lancers come up with. Right now, the Indians having a bend but don't break approach defensively at the start of the second half.
Number 5 is back in the game for St. Pius.
So you've got spread look. Kyle Smith back to pass. Pass that's going to be caught. Looks like it's caught by number 81. That is Drew Merciel for the Lancers. That's going to be good enough for a Lancer first down just outside the 10-yard line.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Nice throw, nice catch. It looks like the Lancers will have a 1st and 10 just outside, we'll say at the Indian 11, so they could get a 1st and goal without scoring. Back to the wishbone formation. We got a toss sweep left to Rubel, cuts it back up the middle, still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's going to rumble. He's going to stumble. And he is in for a score. Nate Rubel in with a 11-yard touchdown run for the Lancers.
Great run by Rubel, great blocking to help him out, but he did a lot of it himself the last few yards to put St. Pius up 20-14 with 7:31 to go here in the third. He needs to play football all year round.
I can't wait. 22 more days.
Not for him, though.
No,
because,
not for him. Not.
The season you guys are having, and you're number one in your district, you may be playing in November for a while.
We, you know, as basketball coaches, we always want our kids, but I hope that our football and soccer teams do really well.
So we've got a 2-point attempt. Kyle Smith on the carry to the right side, and the 2-point attempt is no good. And with 7:31 left to go in the third quarter, the Lancers take a 2-0 lead over the St. Vincent Indians.
You know, and that injury to Jacobson on his hand, I'm sure that's, you know, because when you're kicking, you want good balance, you want everything. And when you don't have good balance because you have a cast on your hand, I'm sure that's one of the reasons why he's not kicking that field goal.
Well, you were talking about district play, and right now, as it stands, both the Lancers and the Indians are number one in their district play as we get set up for this kickoff by the Lancers. Right now, you have St. Vincent in the first seed and number 2 in the Class 1 District 1, Hayti, sitting at 5-0, and they are ranked number 3 in Class 1. You've got Scott City sitting number 3, Malden number 4, Porterville at 5, Brothersville at 6, Charleston at 7, and Chaffee rounding out the 8-team district in Class 1, District 1. As Logan Jacobson is going to take the kickoff here, as he boots it deep to about the Indian 15-yard line. It's a fumble, muffed kick, and number 15 picks it up, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down. Could have been a potential negative play. Ball takes a fortuitous bounce right back into his hands, and the Indians will take over at about their own 25-yard line, first and 10.
Yeah, Connor McMillan, running back junior, dropped the ball, but luckily the ball bounced right back up to him and let the Indians keep the ball here. Very important drive for St. Vincent since Pius came out of the locker room and drove it down the field and scored. St. Vincent has to answer, and of course another special team that you didn't get the extra point could mean difference later down the line.
Might be the difference in the ball game as the Indians take their first possession in the second half. Quarterback hands it off to number 37, cuts back, going to be stopped on the play by a host of Lancers. That's going to bring up a second and long with the run by Mason Light, number 37, and he is the junior running back.
Yeah, Mason's the leading rusher for St. Vincent's, and trying to get him going again. He had a nice run there in the first quarter, about a 60-yard run, and after that, Pius has done a good job on him.
As the Indians break the huddle fairly quickly here, maybe they want to try and do some hurry up. Quarterback back, gets the snap, back to pass. Going to be a hitch route. That's going to be off the hands. Pass intended for number 18, Caden Castle. And you like to have that back if you're St. Vincent. Had a nice play call where you had the inside route going on outside, and an outside receiver take an inside route on the hitch or slant, and it just went right through the hands.
Yes, good throw by Schaff, and just couldn't connect there with Caden Castle, the junior.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. We'll see what transpires here for the Indians. Quarterback back to pass. We're going to look again right at the seams that they said right across the middle. And we have an interception on the play. Number 23, Nate Rubel with the interception right at the 50-yard line. He read it, got right back to the middle of the field, and the Lancers will take over right at the 50-yard line.
That looked like a rebound. Then he got the rebound right there.
Must have been his own shot because we never miss.
Not in this gym.
Oh my God! Knock on wood. I should have never
gym.
said that. Should have never said that. What a great play there. Pius had about 3-4 players in the area, and Rubel did a great job of catching the ball over his head, and
just a little underthrown, you know.
Yeah. So while we're getting here for the Lancers' second possession, we're getting word that our connection is better, video quality is better. So thank you all that are watching as Rubel takes the carry up the left side here on the wishbone to be good enough for about 2 yards. So if you're watching and you're a Lancer fan or you're an Indian fan, get on the phone, talk to everybody, and say, hopefully these knuckleheads finally got stuff to work and the ball game's back on.
Yes, very good ball game for both teams. real good ball playing, and looks like Pius is just going to stick to the running game right now and try to wear St. Vincent's down.
And by the way, just to talk about the video issues and everything, it probably cut out a bunch of the halftime and the end of the second quarter, but if you're picking up now, it's a good game.
So as we are 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter, you got a read option. Colin Smith on the quarterback keeper here. Bowls over an Indian defender, but a nice stick on the play to finish up the tackle. Coach, if you can see that number.
Number 10, Evan DeWilde.
Number 10, Evan DeWilde again, the linebacker, senior, leading tackler for the Indians.
Number 60 was in on that one, too.
And number 60, Kobe Hayden, junior nose guard, came in there and made the tackle, too. Big play here, 3rd and 4 at the Indian 43-yard line with 5:30 to go in the third quarter.
So we'll see what the Lancers have cooking here as they go back out to the spread formation. You've got doubles left, doubles right. Smith takes the snap, looking for trying to be a draw, but the Vincent slipping out. The Indians say Smith is still on his feet.
Oh, he's still
going, and he's got enough. Finally knocked out of bounds, but that is going to be one heck of a play for the St. Pius Lancers that will bring up a Lancer 1st and 10 in St. Vincent territory.
That was a big play.
Big time momentum play.
That was all Mr. Smith on that run. Once he got out of the pocket, he did all the work.
That was a busted play from go.
It was a design draw, and as Coach said, it was a busted play. Great penetration from St. Vincent. Just couldn't hold on, and with that, you get some momentum here for the Lancers. You've got a handoff to the right to number 5, David Smith, and you start to see a little swagger here. Excuse me, David Moss. Sorry, got too many Smiths on the Lancer roster here, but David Moss with the carry, and you start to see a little swagger with the Lancers.
Yes, they are breaking that huddle a little quicker, getting up to the line of scrimmage, and this, like I said, running the ball right now.
Hey, you know those linemen love to run block.
Yes.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, they just want to just bulldoze somebody and go. That's what they want to do.
So right now the Lancers taking their time with this 2nd and 9 attempt with under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter with a 20-14 lead. As we break the huddle, the Lancers are in a spread formation, doubles on both sides. You got Rubles in the slot. We're going to get a give to Argana, number 37, Mason White of the Indians with a big hit right at the line of scrimmage, stuffing Michael Argana.
Yeah, Mason came up for his linebacker spot and did a great job filling the hole and met the running back for about a yard loss. And 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Lancers had the ball the majority of this quarter. This is only the third series of this quarter, and they're doing a good job running clock. And big 3rd and 9 here at the Indian 35.
So you've got I formation, 3rd and 9. Bootleg, Smith back to pass, throws across the field, and he throws an interception to number 10. That's Evan DeWilde.
There's a flag. There's a flag.
There is a flag on the play. Looked like number 11, Michael Argana, in on the stop. Comes up a little bit gimp here with his arm. We have another player down. Looked like maybe a chop block is the initial call.
Holding against Pius.
Holding against St. Pius.
That was a late flag too,
and it was all on the other side of the field too. All the action was on the St. Vincent side, and they called the flag on the St. Pius side. Evan DeWilde is the injured player. Looks like he has a cramp.
Looked like, yep, like you said, cramps right now. Somewhat of a steamy October evening. And with just under 4 minutes of play, you have an excellent I-55 conference ball game. 20-14, the St. Pius Lancers leading the host St. Vincent Indians.
We do have some scores from the area. Hillsboro 40-0 over DeSoto last we looked. Jackson 49-0 over Farmington. Park Hills 49-0 over Fredericktown. St. John 32-0 over Perryville. St. Charles West 21-7 over Potosi. Festus 21-18 over Pacific. North County 47-0 over Windsor. Valley Catholic 57-22 over New Madrid.
Wow.
And in the I-55 conference, we have Grandview 13-0 over Jefferson, and Herculaneum and Bayless is 0-0. And then Crystal City is beating Principia 26-8.
So as number 10, DeWilde walks off in his own power, but you can tell he is definitely hurting right now. They'll get some players in him, get him back in the ball game. And man, tell you what, Coach, he definitely looks like he's put some time in the weight room. The senior running back, linebacker, 215 pounds, definitely looks like he's the heart and soul of the Indian defense. So we'll see what happens here.
Definitely, and Evan is a basketball player. He's a starter. He started last year for us and was an all-conference honorable mention player, and looking forward to having him in basketball again.
I remember him.
So
Good
right
player.
Now, a little confusion here on the Indian side, trying to get a play call, maybe trying to get
Not enough
another
players.
player right now as
Not
Mooney
enough players.
comes in to check in the ball game with the clock winding down to 5, and St. Vincent is going to have to burn a timeout.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's
No
a
doubt
big
maybe
timeout.
that had something to do with the injury. So St. Vincent's going to take a timeout here with 3:55 left to go in the third quarter. So what are your thoughts so far as we've kind of gone through a couple possessions here in the second half?
Well, so far, that was a big timeout, especially with the injury as long as it was. St. Vincent should have had 11 players on the field ready to play. Second half, Pius has come out, and this definitely, I think, has said we're going to pound the ball and wear you down. And this is the fourth drive of the second half, and Pius went down and scored, and St. Vincent didn't move the ball, and then Pius got one first down on this last drive, I think, and I think Pius is going to probably keep the ball on the ground as much as they can the rest of this ball game and run a lot of time and keep St. Vincent's offense off the field and limit them to only a couple more possessions. Unless St. Vincent would happen to take the lead and stuff, Pius may have to open it up a little bit. But this is a big possession because St. Vincent's has not done much here the second half.
Spread formation, you've got 3 receivers outright. Handoff to the, oh no, fake handoff. That's going to be a hitch to number 18. Still on his feet.
I thought he
Looks like
stepped out.
stepped out of bounds, but will be brought down on the play by number 11, Michael Argana. That's number 18, Hayden Castle on the pitch and catch from quarterback
Christian Shaw. Good play action pass there out here to the flats to Castle and made a good cut. Stayed in bounds and got about
Looks
6.
like he stepped out.
So
You need glasses, Coach.
I didn't say I didn't.
Indians break the huddle. We've got
I call it like I see it, Bruce.
There you go. That's why the name of the show.
That's right.
I did not see it, to be honest with you.
Checking the play call here.
It could have been
Now,
inbounds.
like.
I was worried about the camera.
Looking for
There's a-
that long pass. Stephen, and that's
Shots pass
Over the out street.
intended for number 11, Jacob
hands
Cap.
of number 11, Jacob
Incomplete.
Cap.
Brings up
And
third.
Cap had some double
And
coverage there with Frimmel and Argana shading his side. And there was definitely some heat getting in the backfield there by the Lancers.
Well, we'll see if that comes into play here. Both defensive lines look like they're having an excellent second half so far. The Indians really getting some penetration, some good hits, and let's see if the Lancers can counter, maybe get some pressure in that backfield as we are 3rd and 4 with 3:04 left to go in the ball game. Indians once again checking the play call. Got 3 receivers out to the right. Quarterback back to pass. Still on his feet. Rushed out of the pocket. That's going to be
got
caught. And we got
That's close.
play. Number 11. Cap in on the catch.
He is short of the first down, I think.
We'll see where the spot is. Looks like it's right at the flag. Could be short, but there is a flag on the play.
Might have got a better spot than what we thought.
Doesn't nearly ever.
Maybe in the area of holding because it is in the backfield. Maybe holding, roughing the passer. It is going to be holding on the Lancers.
On the defense.
So that's the second
They accept the play.
holding, defensive holding penalty that comes to mind, as it will bring up a,
Yardage
looks like a
moves
1st and
to
10
change.
after the penalty was declined.
First down,
Like they're talking to
Indians.
number 3 here, the cornerback over here. He must have held off the line of scrimmage there.
So we have trips right. This looks like an excellent play for maybe a bubble screen coming because you've got nobody over top for the Lancers. Trips left, 1 receiver out right.
Boss is about ready to blitz.
You got 86 Moon, going in motion. Fake the play action, go back to wheel route.
Double wrap, don't move.
And
Pass intended.
Just
number
long.
18.
Caden
Caden Kosselin incomplete.
For the
Brings up second down.
pass attempt.
And again, there was double coverage there, but he had him beat on the double move. He had Frimmel beat.
Well, and that's what you have to do. You have to figure out if you're the Lancers on defense, do you want to bend, don't break approach, or do you want to say, let's get in their face, let's maybe do some bump and run type coverage if you have safety help coming over the top. So you've got doubles left and right, 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Quarterback sends Moonier in motion. That's going to be a handoff to number 37. He's got some room. Still on his feet. Picks up a decent gain.
Vincent White off to the right side.
3. Long 3, short 4 for the Indians.
Tackled by number 1.
A lot of what the Indians are doing right now is getting some misdirection to get Rubel to commit to a gap and then running away from him, and that's allowing them to get some extra yards.
Correct, right. And you see, you're probably going to start to see maybe some more ground and pound with number 37, Mason Light, as he's been a built bulldog for the Indians here. Quarterback back to pass. And you got a stop on the play, a big sack for the Lancers. And a flag, number 56, Alex Moises, in on the sack. But we'll see what the play call. The quarterback did throw the ball after the sack. So that will be a personal foul that will bring the Indians back another 15 yards after the big sack by junior Alex Moises. And if you're the Indians, flip your own field. Now it's going to be 4th and long, definite punting situation, but instead of having the opportunity to punt maybe inside the Lancer 20, you're now all the way back at your own 24, 25-yard line, and with a close ball game, Bruce, with 2:08 left, you know it's all about field position.
That was a big mistake by the Indians there. Great rush by Pius, got him sacked, and then a little upset and cost the Indians 15 yards after the play, so it's 4th down and 31 for the Indians.
And we've got
offsides again on Pius.
Offsides, number 1, Austin McGuckin. Now you're in a non-punt formation, but you're probably looking at maybe at the Australian type.
Yes, the quarterback will take the snap, run over to the right a couple steps, and kick it.
So that'll bring things up 5 yards.
4th
back
and
to
26.
We'll call it the St. Vincent 30. 4th and 26 on the scoreboard. 2:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
We had a drop part of that last part. We had to restart the stream again.
Oh my goodness.
AT&T dropped the call.
That's a punt deep back. That's going to be returnable for number 5, David Moss. Takes a good hit. You got a crackback. The end that will be called.
Number 5.
That was a illegal crackback. Plainest day on the Lancers. That was outlawed, taken out of the books about probably 6-7 years ago.
Oh man!
And he didn't need to do that because he was already going to go by everybody.
Yeah. So that'll bring the Lancers what would have been excellent field position inside Indian territory. That'll bring them back to their own territory. We'll see how far the spot is as the Lancers will take over with just under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
You just got to be disciplined. Both teams right now, you're battling cramps, you're battling a little fatigue. Both sides are.
Emotions, all of that.
You just have to be disciplined.
And very frustrated. Both teams are frustrated on different plays, different things, and you got to get back to playing football right now. That's the key to rest of this way. It's anybody's ball game, but got to be the discipline. Can't get these penalties and bad penalties. They're hurting both teams.
So the penalty will bring the Lancers back to their own 36-yard line as they start 1st and 10 with 1:58 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10.
And St. Pius is going to take a timeout.
Timeout.
I just got
Go ahead, Coach.
Don't mind. I just got a text from Tim Winkler, who's a follower of your show. He's the head basketball coach for the girls at Grandview. He wants to know. He has one question: who is Mo? Who's Larry? And who's Curly?
Again, year 2021.
He's Mo.
Sponsors for the St. Vincent.
How much hair do you have?
I don't have much.
I think I have to be Larry then. You got to be Curly.
Paying Solutions. Simcoe
sure.
Stone.
Coach Winkler,
Right.
always a big fan of the show. And man, what an awesome guy. He's doing an excellent job out of Grandview. So shout out to Coach Winkler and everything that he does. We know that he's lives down here in Perryville, and we appreciate all the things that he does for the show, the comments that he comes in with on a weekly basis.
You're going to laugh. He was, I was the assistant coach my first 6 years at St. Vincent's, with Tim being the head coach. And Tim and I have known each other since grade school, high school. We went to college at SEMO together, and then he got the job at St. Vincent's a couple of years before I did, and I got hired here, and I was his assistant coach for 6 years before he left, and then I took over, and I learned a lot from that man. He's a very good guy, very good coach, and he's one that can get on referees too. Let me tell you that. He may be mellow now.
I've seen that.
He can get. It was so funny with him one night. He got a technical and didn't even know. He said, "I didn't say anything."
This season,
and
we
I'm like,
have
"Yes,
one
you
more
did."
sponsor to add to that list, and that is
And
Liberty
he said,
Glass.
"I didn't think I
Thank you,
said a
Liberty
word." I said,
Glass.
"No, you didn't say a word. You said
He
words."
said several.
But no, great guy, great coach, and he's listening to the show tonight for us here.
So after the timeout, Lancers will take the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. You've got play busted up in the backfield. Number 37, Mason Light, in on the tackle for loss. With number 5, Dabrian Moss.
Nice play again by Mason Light coming out of his linebacker spot, and
Loss of 5.
did a great job getting out there and getting a 5-yard loss. Great penetration there by the Indians.
You're right. This is exactly what St. Vincent wanted in this scenario. So we'll see going forward. Are they going to start maybe sending some outside backers, sending some pressure up the middle? We'll see.
Definitely, I think they have. They were doing that a lot earlier in the year. Even the last few weeks they were doing it, and I think it's coming.
So we got a bubble screen set up, and they're going to
hit
call
the
him for
ground.
slow down. They're going to say either incomplete pass, or they're going to say that his knee was down when he caught it. Either way, that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Lancers.
They're going to say his knee touched the ground.
He touched the ground.
Oh, he caught it in and hit
Yep.
the ground. So
Yep.
another couple yard loss there.
So as the clock continues to roll, we're under a minute here in the 3rd quarter of a 20-14 ball game. Go ahead, Coach.
If the Lancers don't get anything going here on offense, they're going to have to lean really heavily on their defense.
Yes, exactly. And you know, they've got some players, but you love the play call that St. Vincent has had all night, really exploiting the seams. 37 has done an excellent job at running back, finding some gaps as we're 3rd and long here. Colin Smith back deep. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to get enough for the first down. He's still on his feet. He's going to be finally pushed out of bounds by number 11, Jacob Papp, and that is a huge gain.
Hey, by the way, he plays basketball too, Coach.
He just walked there. That was a walk.
That's a
Oh, Ross Ford, I'm sorry. I thought he walked. What a great run. I was going to say right before the play, he is going to be involved somehow, some way. I thought they might roll him out and give him the option of passing or running, but you knew he was going to be the main player in that play. St. Vincent's, I think, called timeout.
So we've got a timeout on the field, St. Vincent. So with
I'm sorry, injured player on the other
player on
side.
the
I'm
other
sorry.
side.
Looks like a cramp again by the St. Pius player.
It's something, in October to have this.
Oh, definitely. It was a warm day today. I was outside all day with my PE classes, and it got pretty warm on us and stuff. And hard to believe in October you got this kind of weather. And
it always seems to happen this time that there's 1 week, whether you got a Friday night game or a Saturday afternoon game late in the year before district, where it just the heat just comes back for that week, maybe 2 weeks, and you know what's going to be expected here in Missouri, but then who knows, next week it might be snow on the ground.
Well, that's true, and that usually happens in February, I find. 1 week we'll have a bunch of snow, and then next thing you know, it's going to be about 80 degrees.
Or some, baseball season that'll happen here.
that was the quarterback, I think. Or number 2, I think it might have been. I couldn't see the number.
So Colin Smith is still in the ball game, so we'll get a check. Maybe we can find out who that injured player was. Looked like
First down for the
Coach said.
Lancers from the Indians.
Nope, very good run by Smith there
41-yard
to come right up the middle, and then just kind of outran everybody the last 20 yards or so. But we'll watch for that in basketball. If he takes off that quick, it might be a walk.
He'll put the ball down on the floor before he does that. He's just better not dribbling the thing. He's better running with it like that.
Yeah. And he's
Wishbone
fast.
formation for the Lancers. You're going to have some pressure here. give to the fullback, number 11, Michael Argana. Nice gain on the play. That should bring up
the middle.
about a 3-yard gain.
And that should probably end the third quarter.
And if the Lancers want to, they can let the play clock run all the way down. And it looks like they're going to do that. So as the clock runs down, and it's the end of the third quarter, you have a tight ball game in the I-55 conference with some conference championship implications on the line. As we head into the fourth quarter, the visiting St. Pius Lancers are ahead 20-14 over host St. Vincent Indians.
Well, you know, guys, it's, you know, all things considered, it's been a great game.
Excellent
We've
game.
had some fun. I mean, despite, you know, not having internet run up here in this press box, you know, you'd think that the last AD here at St. Vincent, knowing how important this football is, would have had some internet out here already.
Right, you know?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, about a few months ago on your show, you said I had no clue what internet, Facebook, Twitter, whatever else there is. How am I watching the show if I had no clue what
Somebody
I was
else could log in for you, Coach. Now, come on. Don't try to fool me. It's
very true, though. I'm not much of an internet guy, as you know. That's why I go scouting live. I'd rather watch it live than on film.
My kids think it's amazing. Think it's great that you use paper when you're drawing your plays up still to a marker board.
So you've got a stop on the play. Number 11, Michael Argana stopped by number 37. Came in Mason White on the blitz.
With several other
We talked about in the third quarter, St. Vincent going to dial up some pressure. That's exactly what they did.
Definitely, they stepped up there, and a host of them got in the backfield and stopped the running back for about no gain, 3rd and 9. I don't use markers because I break them too easily when I'm pressing down on the board.
You got a little pencil sharpener you keep in your pocket to keep that thing sharp.
I always in my ear too. If you didn't know,
I know.
I do have backups because I do break a few of them too over my hand or whatever.
So
big play.
10. Kyle Smith back to pass. We're going to set up a screen play for number 1, Austin McGuckin. He's going to get, still on his feet, get loose. He's not going to pick up enough for the first down. Stopped on the play by number 31, Drake Robinson. And right now, if you're the St. Pius Lancers, you have a decision to make. It's going to be 4th and mid on the Vincent.
They're going for it. I don't think they've punted all night. I remember saying
They punted a couple
times, but not much.
Well, what do? Do you go for it?
You're going for it.
You're going for it.
They're going for it.
Coffin kick, make him go 90-some-odd
They might
yards.
coffin kick it, but I would go for it.
They don't want St. Vincent to get the ball back. They want to do it themselves. They're going to call timeout to talk about it.
Timeout. St. Pius.
Because with St. Vincent's offense, they'd rather stay on their offense, keep running the clock, keep running it, and wearing St. Vincent's down. And they're going to take their chances on defense because they've played very good defense the second half. And I think they wanted to keep the ball in their possession and keep it away from St. Vincent's. I think same play here. It's 4th and 5. They're going to do something with their quarterback. Smith's going to be the focus of this play. Maybe a rollout, maybe another quarterback draw. And Rubel's going to have to be involved. He has not been involved the last few plays here, so something like that I see coming.
Maybe
St. Vincent's will probably bring the house here.
Right, I would say if you're the Indians, that's probably exactly what you do here. If you're the Lancers, maybe try and look for a hitch, maybe look for a slant. But exactly what you said, you haven't really heard Nate Rubel's name called in a while, and so is this going to be the play in which maybe the Lancers try and get him the ball? And you've got number 10, Evan DeWilde, back in for the Indians, and you know he's ready to make a play.
Definitely.
Down for the Lancers.
And St. Pius has different weapons too. They just don't have to
from the
look for
Indians,
Rubel on this
36-yard
play or
line.
the quarterback. But I think the big play of the game right here, that one of those two will be involved. And number 5 out here in the slot is going to be involved.
Smith back to pass.
Oh, he slipped.
Go
He's
ahead,
going to run.
He's going to be hit short, but with the reach, will see where the spot is, and it looks like they are going to give him the spot. We'll wait for the signal, and the Whitehead is going to call a first down for the St. Pius Lancers. Colin Smith on the quarterback keeper.
First down.
That was a good run by Colin right there. Realized that he had the edge. It looked like the lineman or the linebacker kind of slipped.
Well, St. Vincent's been running a 5-man front, and they've been starting to blitz outside linebacker. So if you're St. Pius, you're going to have to start rolling coverage your lineman left or right here. But exactly, Colin Smith, he designed rollout. I think it probably was look for something short. If it's not there, find some green grass. As we have enough
Come on to play. St. Vincent's saying they have it.
We're going to see.
Everybody's going to say they have it in this one.
But no, it looks like Pius kept it.
Looked like Argana got on it. And
So
right now,
bad exchange between Colin Smith and number 11, Michael Argana. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Lancers as the clock is ticking. And if you are the Lancers, you have to get a score here to make it a 2-possession game. Whether it is a field goal attempt, if you can get inside maybe the 30, let your kicker kick, or you can get a score. And if you're the Indians, you got to get a stop.
Definitely, and they're wearing St. Vincent's down right here.
Here we go, Rubel on the carry, still on his feet. Looks like he might break it. He's still going. And that's going to be super close for a first down. We'll see where the spot is. The far official looks like it's right on the line at the 20. So we'll see where the mark is. Big
he had the entire tribe on his back.
That's a first down.
And that's a
Holy
big
smokes.
first down.
They did. Hey, give St. Vincent credit. They had everybody. They gang tackled him, and he just kept moving. Kids, you got to get in the weight room.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yes, the 6'2", 220 running back / linebacker with Division I aspirations. Several D1 schools looking at him at that linebacker position. So as the Lancers hurry up with 3 seconds left to go, they do get the snap off on time. Number 5, David Moss on the
upended
with the handoff to the right side. Be a minimal gain at best, and that'll bring up
31.
second and 10 for the Lancers.
31 cut him in half.
31.
Drake Robinson, sophomore linebacker.
Sounds like there's a lot of young.
We have a lot of young kids. We've only got about 7 seniors on the team, a lot of juniors, and a few sophomores and stuff. We only got 34 on our roster 9 through 12 this year, and they're playing hard. The kids have done a great job
yes, they
buying
have.
into the program and believing that they can play with anybody. And St. Pius has really controlled the second half on the clock.
So St. Vincent coming up to the line. You got a design quarterback rollout, and it's going to be a fumble.
And
Vincent's
got it.
The Indians going to pick up the fumble. I didn't see who got the ball loose, but the Indians will take the ball.
Looked like number 68, Liam Krause, senior lineman, fell on.
So with 7:50 remaining in the ball game, St. Vincent Indians will take over on the turnover, 1st and 10 on about their own 25-yard line.
And just when you think the momentum was in the Lancers' hands there, they're moving the ball nice and slow.
Well,
about a 7-minute drive there that came up nothing.
And that's what we talked about. If you were the Indians, you needed to stop. Turnover was even better. Quarterback back to pass. Nuke down in the flat. That is going to be caught. Number 86, Trevor Nooner, in on the catch. Good for about 1 yard as the clock
number
continues
86, Trevor
to tick.
Make it about 2 or 3. But hey, he had to adjust and come back to that ball. That was a good catch. It's not a catch a lot of high school kids make.
Well, and I think if you're St. Vincent, you're setting up short,
Yep.
and then you're going to go long here at some point.
That's what Coach McVay would do.
That is what Coach McVay would do. Probably with number 11 right now. Probably with number 11, the tight end, going to come right across the middle. Nope. Going to be a handoff to number 37, and he's going to be stopped on the play. Number 5, David Moss, 23, Nate Rubel in on the stop. That was number 37, Mason Light on the run.
It's a big play right here for both teams.
Big play.
And Mason's coming out. Looks like he is injured a little bit. Leg, it seems like. They walking to the sidelines.
So
and,
now
Connor
with the running
Mills
back
in for
out,
him.
yeah, if you're the Lancers, you got to see that, recognize that, and probably send some pressure here. You got to maybe sit in the house, sit some guys back deep. You got to get this quarterback out.
I look for a double move again.
Yep. double move, maybe a bubble sweep here. Running back in motion. Inside route combination going to
He's
number
going
11.
deep.
And that's caught. And he's still on his feet. See if Ruble can catch him there. And number 29. Number 11.
The Indians' main receiver there. Wildy was on the sideline. Mason Light was on the sideline. All few Indians are beat up right now, but they did find Cap. Made a nice catch with about 3 defenders on him, and then he ran about 40 yards, but Nathan Rubel caught him at about the 3-yard line.
That was a great pitch and catch right there, that's for sure.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the St. Vincent Indians at about the 2-yard line.
Sorry, both teams converted a lot of 3rd downs in this game.
So you've got trips left, 1 receiver out to the right side. New running back in, and we're going to get a handoff to number 17. He's still pushing Kyle, and it looks like the Lancers did hold.
17, Jeff
Number 17, Jeff Reitzel
muscles his way down to the 1.
And the clock is going to continue to run. It looks like we have a Lancer
Number
down.
11, Michael Organa.
Man, that's Nate Rubel.
And that's Nate Rubel down on the ground.
And we got Caps out. He looks like he's having his hand kind of attended to here on the sideline.
Physical ball game. Both teams
Absolutely
really hit each other, and with the heat, a little bit of everything.
So as Rubel gets up and walks off the field under his own power, we'll see this impromptu timeout for player injury. What the Indians are going to draw up here, as it's going to be 2nd and goal at about the 2.5, 3-yard line. We'll see if they just pound the ball right down the throat of the Lancers, or if they decide to maybe try and hit a flat. But with 5:09 left in the ball game, both coaching staffs have to come up with a plan, whether if there's a score or a stop on this drive.
And it's 2nd down, so got a couple plays to play with here. Mason Light's in the ball game again, and
so you've got receivers moving, going to be doubles to the left. Tight end also out to the left, so probably going to look like maybe a handoff. Going to be an option. Quarterback keeper still on his feet.
Broke
It's
one.
going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Looked like number 11, Michael Organa, in on the stop. And for St. Vincent, you are okay with that because it's going to be 3rd and goal, and the clock continues to run. You're still in 4th down territory. You've got to get a score here. But right now, you're probably thinking, let's give the ball to number 37, Mason Light, and let him go to work.
I look for that to happen.
yes, definitely. Or you got the Wildy out there in the flats with nobody covering him right now.
You're probably going to have something off to the Vincent left side as they get the snap.
Yep, it's going right there.
Be right there, number 10.
Oh, what a tackle by Frimmel.
Big stop on the play by number 2, Frimmel.
That's a big play. You called it too, Coach.
Very big play. A receiver was over there to help and did not block. And nice tackle there by the Pius defender, and brings up now 4th and 5 as they lost a couple yards.
So we got 4th and 16 left to go in the ball game. The biggest play of the night so far, so the St. Vincent Indians are going to take a timeout with a 20-14 score. The Lancers with a slim lead against the Indians.
Look who's coming off the field.
And number 10 is going to be coming off the field. Looks like he definitely took a hard hit. So, as you are both coaches, what are you thinking right now?
Good gosh, we need to get some ice ready.
Get those cold tubs ready?
Oh yeah,
Definitely. There'll be some sore people tomorrow.
I would say that there's gonna be a lot laying around tomorrow by some kids.
So
My
right now,
gosh.
you've got to be thinking, ball's got to go to 37, if 11, 37 light, or it's got to go to 11 cap.
Cap is in the game. Yes, 4th and 7 here. Big play. Going to throw the ball, I think. I don't think the Indians will run it. They're going to throw it and probably go with 5 receivers. With St. Vincent's only having 1 timeout left with 4 minutes to go, this is a big play because Pius, as much time as they've ran off the clock here, especially with their running game, this could be the last time St. Vincent's touched
So
the
you've
ball.
got 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers, 1 tight end. Look for a slant. I'm going to say 19 is going to run a slant, 86 is going to run a corner. You're going to have a roll out to the right.
Pick play?
pass. Here we go. Like we said, right.
Oh, what a play!
Who was that? That was number 23, Nate Rubel. Got his hand in.
Wow.
Just in the nick of time.
But he
With
get
that
back in the
play-
game. Woo!
Yes, and with that play,
Oh, we got a
Lancers
flag.
will take over.
Holding on St. Vincent's. Decline.
Something, penalty on St. Vincent. Decline. And with that, the Lancers will take over deep in their own territory with 4:09.
Well, now Vincent's got to definitely get a stop.
No first downs.
No first downs.
They have to go 3 plays and out
If-
and make the Lancers punt deep in this territory and give the Indians a chance to get the ball back. Because any first downs, we could be about done here, especially with the 40-second play clock in between plays.
If the Lancers can go on 2, I expect them to go on 2. If you're the Indians, you're sitting in the house. You know
Yes.
they're going to go. Here they are in the wishbone formation. They're going to give the ball to Rubel.
I expect a healthy dose of Nate Rubel.
Correct, especially with only one timeout. The Indians have to pick and choose when they're going to use it.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if the ball is thrown by St. Pius, I might have a come apart as a fan of St. Pius.
We'll have to
I will hold you back.
You'll have to mute yourself there, Coach Miller.
And you know,
Oh, I may join you, and even though I'm not a Pius fan, I will have to say, what in the heck are you doing?
So as the clock continues to run, we're at 3:33 left to go in the ball game. St. Pius with a 20-14 advantage. You've got 8 seconds left to go on the play clock. Handoff to the right side. DeBry Moss up the right side, still
There's
on
the
his feet. It's going to stay in bounds.
Smart play, staying in bounds.
DeBry Moss with a big run up the right sideline. Good enough for a first down.
well,
We're gonna
they're stopping the clock.
have a stoppage in play. We're going to say he must have ran out of
Now,
bounds.
there you
He's
go.
run it. So
You moved the chains, I guess. Was the
Move the
reason
chains.
why.
That's
You
correct.
knocked it to the chain gang moved, and once they moved, they started up again. With high school football now, with the 40-second play count clock in between, if you don't have your timeouts, it ain't going to take very long to run this clock out.
correct. And so we'll see as the clock goes under 10 what the Lancers are going to do. Probably a healthy dose in the wishbone formation. Handoff to DeBry Moss, still on his feet. Nice run. Going to be stopped on the play. Pick up about 3.
And what you can't do is you can't get fancy.
No.
You got to make a clean exchange between the center and the quarterback, and you got to have a clean handoff. And when you get hit, you can drive, but you better protect the ball because if I'm St. Vincent, I'm going to rip that thing out as much as I can, stand him up, and then rip.
Hey, I've said it all along. This might be a good time to fall forward.
Oh God!
Hey,
Yeah, if Jason Jarvis is watching,
little QB sneak right here. That's what I'd probably do in this situation. You got 2nd and 6. Wishbone formation. Handoff to the left side. Rubel still on his feet.
First
Knocked down on the play by number 10.
23.
Evan
he's
Duvalde.
close. They're giving it to him, aren't they?
They are. And that might be
Lost their last time out.
timeout St. Pius. That is going to be their last timeout. And we'll see what that does with the play clock. You're looking at not enough, 40 seconds.
But that gives them.
If they run it, that's 120 seconds. That's still with about 30 left to go. That's still not enough. You're going to have to run a play.
Hang on.
I know. I don't have enough.
Carry the one.
Yeah.
To pick up trash.
I'm out.
There are trash cans.
What kind of math is that? Is that the
Not a lot.
new Pius math,
I
or the
guess.
Jefferson, or the North County, or where?
Who knows? It's Common Core.
It's not Common Core
It's
because that
Common
made sense.
I think if Pius runs 3 plays here, doesn't get the first down, it's going to be very, very little time left for Pius to even punt the ball, and I don't think they even punt it. They'll go for it on 4th down to run more
Yes, you
time
have-
off the clock. So I don't see them doing any punting the rest of the way here.
Can't take a knee here. You have to run the ball. Okay, and right now it's either got to be a quarterback sneak or it's got to be a handoff to Rubel. Those are your only 2 options if you're the Lancers. And if, like Coach Miller said, if you are the Indians, you have to get in there. It's going to be jailbreak blitz. Try and rip.
St. Vincent's better just bring the house with everybody, safety included. And they just
Down to jump.
offside.
Well, we'll see what happens.
There's your 2
because
while ago.
I did see somebody from the Lancers jump, but they are going to call
Defensive line
encroachment.
jumps offside.
You said on the drive,
Hard count.
go on 2.
I mean, you
The
know.
Lancers, 45-yard line.
So that'll bring up first and 5 for the Lancers. That gives them a little bit more breathing room here as the 25-second play clock starts to wind down.
Yeah, that was a timeout before the play, so the clock does not start until the snap.
And this has been a fun ball game to call. Hopefully, we've got some viewers out there going to the Coach's Box Facebook page. As David Moss is going to pick up
looks
the
like
first
he's
down,
gonna- yep.
and that should ice
And
the
off
game.
the
Now you can
for
get the
the
ball.
St. Pius
Off to the
Lancers.
wide right side.
Gonna stop the clock to move the chains, and then they'll start it up right away.
I'm not a big fan of that new rule.
First down, St. Pius.
40-second clock?
I'm not a big fan of it. You know what? Leave the clocks alone. I think that's my new thing here.
So the Lancers will obviously take their time getting the play in,
The Indians
and
are out
you
of
will look
timeout.
with 1 minute 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. A
here we
victory
go.
formation as quarterback Colin Smith will just take a knee.
Right all the way down.
And he takes a knee, and you are going to have, at this time, as the clock does go down under a minute, a new I-55
takes a knee.
conference champion.
Second down.
Now that the Class 3 Valley Catholic Warriors are no longer in the I-55 conference and their decade of dominance is over, you're going to have a new team, the St. Pius Lancers, playing that first conference title in quite some time.
Well, you know what? And to win it in this fashion against a very, very good St. Vincent team.
Yes.
I mean, all the credit in the world to those kids. I mean, they're coming off the sideline, banged up,
Smith
bruised,
with another knee.
and it's been a really good game. It's very well fought. Kids leaving on the field, a lot of hugging out there. Kids know that they're all playing. You know, they're playing a tough game. And there ain't nothing that these St. Vincent kids should ever hang their head about, because it was a very, very, very good game.
But think about this. Nobody's thought about this yet. But week 13, St. Vincent and St. Pius could play in the first round of the state playoffs. St. Vincent's in District 1, St. Pius in District 2. Going into the night, they both were the number 1 seed. Could still say the same going in, depending on the point system. You could see another rematch here in week 13.
Right here.
So, very good ball game for both teams. Hard fought, tough always when someone has to lose. Congratulations to St. Pius for the victory and winning the conference. I think they still got to play Bayless next week to clinch it by themselves, because if they would happen to lose and St. Vincent Jefferson winner would be tied.
Oh, I totally forgot that
Bayless is in the conference.
Bayless came down into the conference. Okay?
So Bayless, they still have to play Bayless. They have played everybody else in the conference.
Bayless is winless at this point.
Yes.
And I believe tonight they were down 32-0 to Herculaneum at halftime. So if we're talking about common opponents, you would assume, but let's never assume
Never
in this
assume
game.
anymore.
Can't assume
and
anymore.
you don't know how sore and beat up Pius is after this game, because I know St. Vincent's has a tough schedule yet. They have to go to Grandview next week.
And Grandview, we don't even know how that game's went
It
yet.
was 13-0 Grandview against Jefferson a while ago is the last update I've got.
If you want to throw up some quick updates, if you can find them, Coach, I can't.
and we still have to play Jefferson in 2 weeks here. So our schedule's very tough yet.
So while you're looking up the scores, we're going to talk about St. Pius goes to 6-1, 4-0 in conference play. St. Vincent drops to 4-3 and 2-1 in coaches play or conference play. We'll talk about the scoring for St. Vincent. You had a 8-yard touchdown pass. The quarterback Schaaf to number 37, Mason Light, in the first quarter, and then you also had a 36-yard touchdown pass, Schaaf to number 11, Jacob Kapp. And then for the St. Pius Lancers, Dabrian Moss had an 8-yard touchdown run, Colin Smith had a 12-yard touchdown run, and Nate Rubel had an 11-yard touchdown run. And so, excellent ball game. What a fun ball game to be a part of. And Coach, you know, while you're looking up those scores, we just want to say thank you again for this opportunity for Coach Miller and I at the Coach's Box, just to be able to come down here. And we did our best with what we could, and hopefully fans at both St. Vincent and St. Pius were, you know, happy that we were able to broadcast the game. Hopefully we'll be able to rerun it again tomorrow in its entirety.
Well,
but,
some of it's there.
Some of it's there.
But, you know, we appreciate it. We're glad that you're a fan of the show. I mean, well, maybe. You just watch it to put some bulletin board material up there, I'm sure.
Oh,
but,
no.
But we appreciate you guys letting us come down here, and we've had a couple people say that they've enjoyed it, and hopefully, if maybe we can make this an every year thing or something where when our two schools get together, we can do something fun like this.
Definitely,
or maybe during basketball season.
Well, I know we do have cameras in our gym now and everything, so we will be broadcasting basketball games over the internet and everything this year, from what I've been told. And once again, I appreciate you guys asking me to be on the show, and also thank you on behalf of St. Vincent's and the town of Perryville. Thank you for putting this game on the internet for us, so our people can watch the game. Because I know I've gotten some texts from graduates and stuff watching it and enjoying the show and stuff. Real quick, I got Hillsboro 47-0 over DeSoto, Jackson 55-0 over Farmington, Central Park Hills 61-0 over Fredericktown, St. Genevieve 55-7 over Perryville, Potosi St. Charles St. Charles West is tied 21-21, Pacific over Festus 32-28, North County 47-0 over Windsor, Valley Catholic 64-22 over New Madrid. And then the I-55 conference scores, we still have Grandview 13-0 over Jefferson, Herculaneum 32-0 over Bayless. Not sure if any of these are finals yet or not. And then Crystal City 26-8 over Principia. So, for St. Vincent's, they have two tough games yet,
yes,
with Grandview and Jefferson, who is the top two teams besides Pius in the conference yet. Pius has beaten both of those schools, but for St. Vincent's to still finish in the top two, they'll have to beat Grandview and Jefferson, which will be two tough battles going to Grandview.
So at minimum, St. Pius is going to, at minimum, have a share of the conference title if Bayless were to next week during St. Pius's homecoming defeat them. So they will have finished the conference year at 5-1, I believe.
Yes.
So if they would lose,
but if they win, they're clear by themselves.
Outright.
Yes.
Right.
So first time in, I thought someone told me 2002.
Oh, it's been a hot minute.
It's been since Valley came in.
Yeah, Valley has dominated the conference. I can remember when we started the I call it the red, white, and blue Mississippi area conference.
Right.
We won it in 2000, 2001 when we go into the Final Four and the finals. And then after that, it was Valley, and I think Herculaneum might have won it one year, and then Valley, until this year with St. Pius winning the conference.
So with that being said, Coach Bauer, we really appreciate it again, and we'll wrap things up here as the St. Pius Lancers defeat the host team St. Vincent Indians 20-14 in an instant classic in the I-55 conference. So Coach Miller, if you would, go ahead and take us out.
Lastly, we just want to give a big thanks. I know we've had some internet issues, but once we kind of got things lined out a little bit, big thanks still to Home by SMCI for letting us use their hotspot, and of course being a big sponsor of St. Pius X Lancer Sports. And the thanks to all of the people who have allowed us to make it happen again. Coach Valeroy for being up here, for all the staff at St. Vincent who've made us feel welcome. And hopefully we can have that same kind of feeling when we come back down here in February.
When the girls come down. Yeah, when the girls come down.
And honestly, we look forward. Hopefully, we get to see both teams again play each other in the state playoffs. That would be great. I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun for all fans involved. So again, for these guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and coming out and watching our special broadcast of the Coach's Box. If you'd like to, if you've enjoyed this, we're going to try to do other little things here and there. It's not necessarily something we want to get into as a business or nothing. We just like to be able to show some of our local kids and our athletes and things like that. So if you like our page, you can take from Coach Valeroy, who watches our show. We like to do a lot of stuff that's maybe it's not PC. It's just we like to call it like we see it. This is the title of our show. You can catch it. It's usually on Thursday nights at about 8 o'clock. If you don't watch it live on our Facebook page or YouTube, you can always catch it when we replay the show and send it off. So from these guys, I'd like to say thank you guys for joining us tonight, and hope everybody has a safe trip. If you're traveling this weekend, make sure you guys stay safe, and good night and God bless.